We on. What's that? I take it we on. Let me check out my other phone real quick. What's happening, y'all? What's happening, y'all? Mm. Let me check. Let me check, bro. Like, let me check. Oh nah, it's lit. It's lit. It's lit. Okay, let me hop on stream and see for myself. What's happening? Also, you guys don't have that echo problem, that I have. But now, how will I see? Oh, there's the viewers over there. But then what's gonna happen once I hop off of this shit, bro? Wait, let me add this real quick, guys. Uh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Konje edda kanjani yani? Fungisha ibe vele one man. Think ngize la. Hold up. Yeah. Alright. We got see. What's popping, you guys? What's popping? It's your boy. It's your boy FIEND Twana Sekasi 1496. Oh flip. No, this fuck. I'm a dumbass. I didn't do nothing here. Hold up, wait. Even again. Hold up. Let me check. No, we feel like nah, I feel like nah. I got it. I got it. What's popping, y'all? We out here in the building. Where's y'all at? Where's y'all at? But is it still early or what? We're out here in the building, you guys. Like, I don't want to, cause now they're gonna see me here at the crib. Or should I make it very all? Or should I make it all black? Shout out, you guys. What's popping? It's your boy FIEND Tonaseka C1496. If you are new to the channel, be sure you sub up, guys. Be sure I get them subs up. We out here. We out here. Late night screamski. Late night screamski. What's happening, y'all? What y'all want us to react to, man? What y'all want us to react to? Tell me. What's happening, chat? Or do you want, or do you want us to talk about what happened today with the plagathon, y'all? What's happening, you guys? What's happening? Sorry. Or do you want us to talk about what happened with the plagathon? Bro, like, I don't, bro. I can show you guys what happened. I can show you guys. We can hop on the stream and try to figure out what's exactly happening at what time. You know what I'm saying? We can try and figure that out. We can try to figure that one out. I give you all of my love. It's tomorrow.
Twitch just announced that
What's happening? Where the people at? Or should we just react, man? We just react bazosithola khona. Or we should just react bazosithola khona sesingaphakathi. What's happening, y'all? You'll find us inside, okay? Let's switch it up. Let's switch it up one time. Is my face still visible, y'all? I'm not. Guys, I'm drunk. Shout out you guys, be sure I get them subs up. Guys, I'm drunk. Guys, I am drunk. Hold up. Chat bemeli bonakale lana. I don't know how the fuck we can make that even a thing. Okay, fine. Okay, cool. Let's see, what can we react to? Kizzy's online. So Nabile's bootcamp. I wanted to check this shit out. So Nabile puts me on a blind date 6 months ago. I need to have like things set up now for y'all.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
Soldier, sir. These are my guns.
Go seriously.
Take out your gun, soldier. I have 2 weapons on me, sir. Huh? A bunch of niggas. Where the eaters at?
No, what?
What did I miss? What's up, chatty?
Yo, they somebody's him, but he's not.
Everybody spam W Sergeant. Sergeant Sonwaps at your service. So today, you know what I'm saying? We are obviously going to get preparing niggas for World War III. Seriously. Siyabafuna, 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 siyabafuna. We're getting niggas ready for World War III. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hey, hey!
Shit.
Shut up! I need you guys to stand in a straight fucking line. Even the ones in the back. Where the fuck are you in the back? Stand in a straight line.
How?
Where the fuck is your uniform, man?
I just arrived. Cool. An hour ago, sir.
Siyabasaba now! Siyabafuna! I'm gonna walk past you and you must introduce yourself to the people. You must step forward. Introduce yourself to the people.
Yo, get a boy, check. Get a boy. Yo.
I ain't done it. Don't shake. Come back.
What the fuck is that? Get a boy Mo in the chat. Get a boy Mo.
Huh?
Get a boy Mo in the chat.
Yep,
Get up on my winnie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yo.
Move back.
Yo, umuntu ongaka.
Sorry, Sergeant, stop. Introduce yourself to the people.
Yes, sir. My name is Chuku Emeka.
Are you truthing?
No, sir.
Is that a truth?
No, sir.
Can we truth? No, sir.
No, sir.
Mutoga.
Introduce yourself to the people with 10 push-ups. Let's go.
My name is Sergeant Jabati. All the way from KZN. I am Zulu. Shaka Zulus. Great, 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 great time. Ungubani. Shaka Zulu. Grandson.
Okay. I don't hide first. I'm gonna ask you a question. If you take off those shoes, will you still be the same height?
No, sir.
Good answer. Introduce yourself to the people.
I am Sergeant Sifu World. Yes, sir.
Kling 3.0 just landed on our list. A true
Shout out, you guys. What's popping? It's your boy FYIE Tinton SKC 1496. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure you sub up. What's popping? Shout out Vinasi. What's good, Vinasi, bro? Lungabra. Yenzani, why did this shit pause? Yo, bruh. Where did he get all these whole ass niggas from?
Where's your uniform? Is that a Rolex?
Fuck! Shout out, y'all. Be sure I get them subs up. We're out here. What's happening, y'all? What's happening, y'all?
Hey, Mansuga, get off me! Get off me! What the fuck? Stand back in the line! What the fuck? What was that?
You don't sign up for me.
Shout out, y'all. We're out here.
That was part of the training. Why did you guys start running? We're protecting you, Sergeant, sir! Introduce yourself.
Undas.
Mumbai.
Undas. Undas, Undas.
Mumbai. Nah, that's good. Good. You're welcome to the boot camp.
Awundazi mfundini. Awundazi mfundini.
We're gonna start the first. Who the fuck are you?
Khosa gents.
What does? Five push-ups. Sick. 5 push-ups.
I really mad at that.
4, 5.
I really mad. I really
We're
mad
gonna
at
start with
that.
the first test.
This
test
guy
is
is
called
hurt, bro.
Impundu test. So, I want you guys to all close your eyes. I'm gonna show you a picture. And you must not react. You just close your eyes.
What type of picture do I want to know?
Stay there, I'm coming. Eyes closed, eyes closed. Do you know English?
Yes, sir.
Ngizovela mcabuzi.
Spell photosynthesis.
I can't, sir.
Back in the line.
Shit.
Everyone's eyes are
I can
closed.
spell photosynthesis, y'all. I can spell photosynthesis, y'all. It's PHOTOSYNTE. Oh shit! didn't see that. Nah, hope I didn't see that. No. Hope
Check.
y'all didn't see that.
This is the picture I'm gonna show
Hope
you.
y'all didn't see that.
Eyes closed.
Introducing ClickUp Super Agents, the world's first AI agents that natively collaborate with humans. and
Shout out,
always
Shaw. Be
have
sure I get them
correct
subs up.
context and perfect memory. You lead, your super agents go to work, completing tasks, scheduling work, creating designs, and even running entire workflows. And starting today, every human can create an AI agent. It's a
I wear
total
na skin
leap
apps in
forward.
the lab.
If anyone reacts, you guys are gonna let me know they failed the first test. Sonic, open your eyes.
Yo, can you remove the page?
Can we remove the picture?
Did he fail the test or did he pass the test, chat?
He passed. Nah, that boy passed.
Soldier, open your eyes. Smile, nigga. I know you wanna smile, nigga. Smile, nigga. You like what you see, boy. You like what you see, boy. Hmm? This could be a distraction in the fucking field, nigga. You like what you see? Good. Stay there.
Let's got another picture.
Close your eyes. This is the next test, chat.
Oh, more bump pictures.
This is how we separate boys from men. Marlon, open your eyes. Soldier, open your eyes. Ulan, are you sleeping? Oh fuck, are you sleeping? Who the fuck sleeps standing up? Yo, open your eyes. Wow. No, fucking you failed. You fucking failed. You failed dismally. 5 push-ups. What
Wow.
the fuck? What is, yo, dog, you might need to run laps. No cap, nigga. Why you babbering the floor? What is that? Whenever we're gonna put you on timeout, go to the corner.
I think he has diarrhea, sir.
Go to the corner. Who said you can talk? You? Hmm? Open your eyes.
Shop
Oh,
this
so
thing
that
like.
one doesn't get reaction, but this one gets a reaction. Sonic,
Nah, it's a mouth spasm.
5 push-ups. 5 push-ups. Sir.
Shout out, Rose.
What?
2, 3.
What the fuck? What the fuck is that? Push-ups. Don't bab by the floor.
Bro, like,
4, 5.
these guys are not serious, bro.
Soldier,
What you
open
guys
your
want
eyes.
us to react to?
Good. Soldier, open your eyes.
I'm sorry, that's fine.
What's funny? It's a flat ass.
Sorry. It's ready.
This could be a distraction in the field. This could be a distraction.
It's trap, okay? It's trap, okay?
Give me 5 push-ups. Attack. 5 push-ups. Let's go, Sergeant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yo, what happened? What?
I'm giving it to you.
Good boy.
Sergeant, do you have something to say? I mean,
Nah.
Soldier. Do you have something to say, Soldier?
No, sir. No, sir.
Do you have something to say, Soldier?
What you watching?
Like, bag in-
Some content, not much.
This is blood, man.
It's proud.
Tell Dave, just say this is blood.
It's proud. It's blood. It's blood. It's blood. It's blood.
Sergeant, open your eyes. No fucking reaction.
I'm here for war, say not nyash.
Good. Say it again.
I'm here for war, not nyash.
Sharp.
Soldier, open your eyes. We're gonna start the next test, Chad. It's called the Guna test. I have a measuring tape. I'm
Good.
gonna measure your right arm and your left arm. If your right arm is bigger than your left arm, you failed the test.
I was gymming my right arm.
Let me see.
I'm coming from the gym right now.
Soldier.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, let's see. What does it say? What does it say? Hold on, what does it say?
Blink? Why are you blinking? Blink?
Sure, I get them subs up, gang. We're out here.
Soldier, open your eyes. We're gonna start the next test, Chad. It's called the Guna test. I have a measuring tape. I'm gonna measure your right arm and your left arm. If your right arm is bigger than your left arm, you failed the test.
But I was at the gym. I was gymming my right arm.
Let me see.
I'm coming from the gym right now.
Soldier.
Yes, sir.
Soldier.
No, we're not.
Where's your arm?
You can start the thing right now.
Where's your right arm bigger than your left arm?
Because I was training at the gym. Like,
So you only train your right arm.
yeah, when it's buffed and then I train this one. That's my method. Yes, sir.
There are some people for whom good enough is never good enough. Dedicated people.
Soldier. Sergeant, sir. Let me see your arms. You're right. What the fuck?
What was that, bro?
World War II, sir.
What was
Are you sure? Yes, sir.
You got it too close, sir.
Do you have a problem with me?
No, you got it
Do
too
you have a
close.
problem with me?
You got it too close, though.
Let me measure it. How's the ratio, Chad? You tell us, Chad. Is he a Guna? Okay.
Nah, here,
this one
dude.
says
Here.
9 centimeters.
Here, Guna for sure.
11 centimeters. So I know which hand you beat your meat with. It's the left hand. Sergeant, sir, I was carrying guns. It's definitely the left hand. No, sir. That you going with? No, sir. What's so funny?
Imagine Guna with your left hand, bro. Imagine Guna with your left hand, bro. But like, imagine like seriously like Guna with your left hand, bro.
A whopping 50?
Yo, it
What are you
goes.
doing with your arms?
It's going. It goes
I'm
to.
lonely, sir. What's so okay? What's
Sir,
so fun?
I think these two guys is on steroids. That's why they big.
You think they're on steroids?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So wait. Let me ask everybody. Do you think these two guys on steroids, guys?
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir. Definitely, sir. Come, guys. Come talk to me. Agents, we know, bro. You guys are not fooling anybody.
No, sir.
No, you guys are not fooling. You
Yeah,
guys are
please explain, sir.
You guys are dead.
on steroids, sure.
You gotta beat that occasion, though, right? Not on steroids. You definitely not on steroids. We know, bro. We know.
No, sir. No steroids, sir.
You're explaining yourself. I forgot.
Who's that? Who's Diana Harding?
Anyaza, blink. Blink. Soldier, blink. Is this a staring fade? Wait, let's go. Staring fade right now. Come back to the line. Come back to the line. You know you are failing this class dismally.
No, sir.
You are failing this class dismally.
Yes, sir.
Come do squats in front of the soldiers.
Wait, let's check her out. Who's this chick you're talking about?
Say.
Do you have a problem? You have a problem with my method?
Shit, I can't.
My method.
No, I was making sure for you. My bad.
Oh shit, we can't search anything. Shit.
Sir, may I please ask?
Okay, we kind of screwed
Why is
him.
it facing that way? We don't want to look at his buns. What is thing
Are you
squad?
tempted? Is it temptation?
No, sir.
Sergeant, Sergeant, you are tempting this soldier. No, sir. He said you are tempting him. Why are you gay?
May I please speak, sir? He has no nyash. I will not be tempted by him.
How do you know he has no nyash?
He is a boy.
So, have you been peeping his nyash? Let me measure your arms. Give me your arms. What the fuck?
That's the only way they get up, sir.
You need help, sir? Come help me, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you, nigga? Stand up.
The steroids, they're kicking in.
6 centimeters.
Ish.
A whopping 106.
I'm left-handed, sir.
What are you doing with your left hand, bro?
Wait. Hold up.
Proceed
Let's
to
try
your
to get them subs up, gang.
What the fuck? Come here. Okay, cameraman, 5 push-ups. 5 push-ups. No one is getting out unscathed here. What's up?
Aye, what?
What's up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Wait.
8.
Let me try to search him, but I don't think I'm able to search him.
Yeah. I'm gonna get you a burger. Let's go.
The who?
was driving me crazy. So I switched to whisper flow. Here's why
Adrian
I'll
or
never
now?
do that. First off, it actually gets me.
Lewandowski. Yo, right now it seems it's giving me ball knowledge. I guess somebody scored 5 goals in 15 minutes. He played for Barcelona.
He played for Barcelona.
Like right now.
When that happened, he was on Bayern Munich.
Rooney's still better. Rooney Bardghji. If you guys don't know, there's a player that plays for Barcelona named Rooney Bardghji, right? He's been playing with Barcelona for maybe 8 months. He's a big fan of mine, right? So he said, hey, you and the gang should pull up to Barcelona, so we're going to do that, all right? On top of that, we're also hosting a tournament in Barcelona, so any of my Barcelonians is watching right now, all right? Friday the 13th at 5:30 p.m. I don't know how to
I thought my
location,
event,
put
hold
up
up.
somewhere on the screen. It's a we going to Penn Square Mall, and I'm dropping PJs and hoodies and Spencers. But this is the same place where this dumbass nigga left the football up top.
Which dumbass nigga?
I ain't gonna lie, you look kind of good in this. Hell no, goofy nigga. Shut your dumb ass up. She thought that, who's? What niggas wanna do? Oh, we just hit. Nah.
Oh, my arm.
Whoa. Got you, OG. How you doing, beautiful young lady?
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Let's get those. Fill it up with gas and go just very simple.
What are you talking about?
Say hi, say something.
Yeah, she didn't say a word. And then she was pointing at him. She was like,
Peace and
like, what is she doing? But she didn't want to be in the camera, though. But then she came around and got in the camera. I'll slap the shades off you, nigga.
because I wanted to say anything.
Yes. When I talk to you, you talk back, boy. Before I put some nuts in your mouth.
Aye.
You put some nuts in my mouth.
You trying to cook it? You trying to cook it?
Hey, I'm gonna strike you with this bullet. You remember it?
No, I don't. Nope. say cut this in about half, put some drywall right there, bring down 2 ambient lights that come down right in the middle. I say big island right in the middle, right? 2 cashiers on the left side, customers have to be on the right side, of course. And then I'd say go on ahead, stripper pole, and that'll be in the...
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44. Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible. Code. Interesting. Back. Yeah, it'll be around the corner. So this section right here, we'll put booths that go straight back, not on this.
What is this?
We need space for them to shake ass. And then we'll have one pole going
This content is like,
all the way up.
Are we having private rooms? Because in case you get freaky up there, then you...
No, this is a private room. We're gonna put a door right here.
So then this, I feel like we should cut this.
Okay.
To where if you're on this side, you get a glimpse when they go in the sky, but you don't see the drop.
Alright, y'all, so listen, man. My mom just got a procedure done, right? I don't know if she wants me to go too much into detail. I'm gonna expose it. She got the fat underneath here in her neck. She got it sucked out, right? She got liposuction, and she has to wear this head wrap right now. Pants to the head wrap. Bro, she got the damn shiesty on, bro. She looked dangerous right now. So I went on ahead and told the people the little procedure you had.
Why you telling my business?
Cause I mean, look at you. They gonna wonder what happened. Like this not regular. If you could look ideal like an age, what age would you want people to guess that you look? Cause you already look really young. Yeah.
I think I'm in my 50s.
That's never gonna happen. What's in her purse? Hey, what's going on with this? She ain't got no money. You done spent $100K. I got you already. You got no money in here.
shout out Zodiacs. It's
I don't
lagging.
even want it. Take it back. Yeah, I don't even want it no more. Within the last 2 weeks, I've been reading the Bible finally, and it's crazy. I never really got into it. I've been reading it more and more. So I want to get, what is it, the NIV version? Yeah, I can't understand the King James. They be like, you shalleth notteth by cometh over here. So like, I don't
Shout
understand
out,
how
shout
you
out
read them. It sounds
Zodiacs.
like medieval times. I can't understand it. So I was told the NIV version is the easiest to understand. Because people in the comments, not even comments, like on Snapchat and Instagram, they be like, you have to read
I'm
King
good.
James
How are
version
you
because that's the
guys?
exact scripture. I said, well, it's not going to do me no justice if I can't understand it. That's the point. I got to understand it. So, bro, like, I don't care if 3 words are different in the scripture. I need to know and be able to apply it to my life.
How are you guys? How are you guys doing? We're out here. I'm still out here, guys. What's happening? Okay, guys, what else do you guys want us to react? Like, this guy, he does like, this is like PG content. Like, this is content for, I don't know, man, how to even describe it, but I'm sure something good will come up. But I wanna laugh. I won't lie, you guys. I wanna laugh, y'all. Have y'all seen anything funny lately? What do you want us to react to, guys? Tell me what y'all want us to react to. What y'all want us to react to, guys? What do you guys want us to react to? Maybe it's because like I'm not tapped in too much. Hey, but the delay on this thing is mad crazy. I won't lie. Like the delay is mad crazy. Like the delay is mad crazy, y'all. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know, y'all, but it sounds like, it feels like the garage is cold today, bro. The garage is cold. And the garage is cold, bro. What y'all want us to react to, Buffet, to talk to the boy? Shout out, you guys. What's popping? It's your boy FIIEND, Ntona Sekasi 1496. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We drop content daily and we go live every single day, so be sure y'all sub up. What y'all got in mind, guys? What y'all got in mind? React to true crime. What's true crime? Bro, like, this shit does not want to, like, what's the word? True crime. Okay, let's see what's that. Shout out, y'all. Be sure I get them subs up, man. Accept your friend request where? Siblings killed while chilling at home. Aight, boo. Which episode, y'all? Which episode? Which one is the one? Is it the one with the chick on it? Is it the one with the chick on it, guys? Which one is we talking about? Dr. Sanity. Dr. Ish. See what he's doing. Oh, now. Dr. Sanity. Alright. Any episode recommendation, or should I just wing it? Be sure I get them subs up if you're new to the channel, guys. Be sure I get them subs up. Nah, search. Yeah, that's one. Type shit. Let me see which episode. Which one, dog? Hey guys, when I have too many options, guys, I just become terrible at, like, trying to pick. I just become terrible, bro. My hair. Where's the girlfriend one, bro? Actually, shout out Katen. Nah, bro, I haven't seen Prince since yesterday, dog. I haven't seen him since yesterday, though. I think, like, he's still pissed off, so I should give it, like, more time. You know what I'm saying? But tomorrow we're gonna be late, though, cause they borrowed me, like, a laptop, so we can, like, work on something, you know, hlanganisa some music nyan. And so they borrowed me the laptop. We just need, like, a FL, but one of my homies gonna pull up tomorrow. So tomorrow is gonna be truth or dare plus recording. So but nah, I haven't been able to, like, talk to him since. Shout out you guys, what's popping? It's your boy FIIEND Ntwanasekasi 1496. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We drop content daily and we go live every single day. So be sure to sub up. Which one is the girlfriend one, bro? Like, I really wanna play it. Or Killer Girlfriend realizes everything was filmed. Or this is the one. This is the one. Let's see.
This is easily one of the best AI
Most
tools
popular
available
one,
for
play
video
it.
creators right now.
But this one sounds, yeah, this one looks interesting though. So just gonna take the cheat code and watch the most popular one. Man, that's not how you find the best content, bro. Like, You literally gotta watch the content, bro. When dumb Karens try to attack cops. Secret genius. Fuck.
I'm not signing nothing. Okay. I've been through the system, buddy. I know how it works.
I know you have.
You're not my friend. All you're trying to get is some stupid ass confession, and you're not gonna get one.
On a seemingly regular evening in 2011, alarm bells began to sound itself in a local 7-Eleven. Reports of an armed robbery began flooding into the local police
Type shit.
department. But upon
Shout out,
arrival at the
shout
scene,
out.
the suspect was nowhere to be found. After expanding the search, that's when it's assumed police heard commotion in a house nearby. And without any other leads, they stormed in, discovering a known heroin addict sitting inside with a gun. Without any other evidence, they arrested the man and brought him to be interviewed. This so-called addict was Jeff Pearson, the man who committed the robbery. And the following goes down in history as one of the only times a man single-handedly beat the cops at their own game. All that while experiencing horrific heroin
Welcome back,
withdrawals.
Rosie. Welcome back, Rosie.
This is what happens when the suspect outsmarts the cop. The
let me
next
see.
24 hours were captured on police cameras within the interview room. But conversely to most footage similar to this, it was originally uploaded to the suspect's own YouTube channel on the 25th of September 2011. This is the first sign of what makes Jeff a cult figure and a legend within the interrogation community. Jeff was held in police custody for almost an entire day, but all of the footage from the 3 interrogation sessions held barely 15 minutes. Given that robbery and arrest took place within the state of Georgia, the usual minimum sentence would be around 10 years imprisonment, ranging up to a maximum of life without parole. But it would transpire that Jeff wouldn't end up doing a minute of this time. And instead of serving multiple decades behind bars, he spent a day being
Type
served
shit.
drinks
Yeah, I
and
gotta
candy
play that. Gotta
while
play that.
delivering a masterclass
Yeah, we're gonna react to that.
while in
Maybe-
police custody.
Maybe I'm gonna react to it
shows us in
tomorrow.
stunning detail what methods the cops will try on you and how to dodge them like an absolute pro. The footage starts with Jeff handcuffed in a small windowless room dressed in prison scrubs. It's clear he's already been processed and spent some time in a cell, likely while the cops spent some time gathering the evidence and prepared to question him.
Am I under arrest?
For now.
I'm under arrest?
Yeah, I'll explain everything, but before I explain myself to you, before we talk to each other, I need to read your rights, okay?
What am I under arrest for?
Well, like I said, I need to read your rights first. Obviously, the charge is robbery, okay?
Jeff immediately opens by asking if he's under arrest and on what grounds. From the first moment, it's evident that Jeff has done his research, as this is exactly what you should be doing in this situation. From here, there are 2 options. If you're not being arrested or detained, you can state that you're also not obligated to stay and answer questions. And you should be completely free to leave the interrogation. If you are being arrested, you can then immediately ask for a lawyer and stay silent until you're provided with one. These options give you the best chance of stopping the police in their tracks and allow you to create the best defense possible. What's amusing is that when you're being arrested in America, the officer is actually legally obligated to remind you of this. Take a listen to the Miranda warning that this detective reads out to Jeff.
Play the DNA one. It's a crazy one.
You said Kane will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to talk to the lawyer for advice before we question you.
Alright. Alright, I got you. DNA one. Which one is the DNA one? Oh, I'll go computer ne. Should I just play the one like with like the dumb with the dumb Karens or what? When dumb Karens tries to fight the cops, shouldn't I play that one? It's right at the top, man. Bro, am I really that blind? Is it this one? Man horrified after learning girlfriend's evil secrets. Is it this one? Oh shit. Is it that one? Play Genius Killer one. Genius Kill. Oh, this one. Genius kill.
This isn't just any chat, it's ClickUp chat. Sure, you can tag your team, ask questions, and even drop an...
This is the mother of 43-year-old Crystal Krug. In a few seconds, she's going to find Crystal's lifeless body inside this very garage. And this is Daniel Krug, the man who killed her. He's heading in for another normal workday, just minutes after leaving his wife's lifeless body hidden in the garage of their own home.
Oh shit. Holy fuck.
For the last 4 months, this man has been engineering the most calculated homicide plot Colorado has ever seen, creating fake identities, manipulating Crystal's children, and setting up the perfect scapegoat to take the blame. He believes his plan is bulletproof, that police will spend weeks chasing a ghost and eventually arrest someone else for the murder he committed. And despite nearly perfect detective work, his plan works exactly the way he intended.
Husband said there was a dude who's been stalking her and threatened to kidnap her. Oh my god, this can't be true. I was the person who attacked her. Still, I'm sorry, Henry.
Yeah, this
Very good to meet you. Talk to detective. I kind of have an idea what's going on.
Yes.
This is Crystal Krug, months before her murder. She lives here with her husband, Daniel Krug, and their 3 children. Both Crystal and her husband are well educated and seem to have built a comfortable life together with their kids. But behind closed doors, something dark is happening that will destroy this beautiful family. All because Crystal's been dealing with a stalker obsessed with her, sending her constant threats and claiming to watch her every move. This officer is here to check her car for GPS trackers or anything that could explain how this stalker keeps finding her. In reality, the stalker is much closer than anyone could have imagined.
You can see like it's a little bit dirty, so I can see blood marks, but like my street.
Yeah, that's crazy. I won't lie.
There's no one out here. Like I know the normal cars.
Yeah.
So I don't know where he's following from. I can only assume a tracker.
Nothing jumps out at me.
I know. I'm hoping it's just to mess with me.
The officer continues searching the vehicle top to bottom, but finds nothing suspicious. So before leaving, he offers Crystal a few safety recommendations and reassures her that they'll keep looking into her case. This game, you're not ready for it. Not long.
Bakokotabi. Oi! Bakokotabi, yeah? Bro, I think it's outside. Nah, but let's consume.
Long in the course of the investigation, Broomfield police
82
receive
days
another
before
call,
murder.
This time from Crystal's husband, Daniel, reporting a break-in at his home. An officer is dispatched to check things out. Unknowingly, this encounter will be the start of one of the most calculated murders the United States has ever seen.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, definitely. I'm Austin Chauncey.
Alright, Rosie, alright, see you later.
So, as I pulled in, I saw someone run out, jump over my gate, and take off that way. Got it. I didn't think to call you until my wife got home recently, and we realized the spare key that we keep in the garage isn't there. Okay.
According to Daniel, the only thing that's gone is their spare house key.
If someone stole that, it means they aren't done and might have plans to come back at some point. The officer advises Daniel to change their locks immediately while police look into who this intruder might be. What no one realizes tonight is that this is no random incident. It's the opening move in a plan that's been forming for months. And this break-in is just step one.
Bro, like this guy.
After Daniel reports the break-in,
This guy's
his wife,
psychotic,
Crystal,
bro.
wakes up to another uneasy morning. For weeks now, she's been receiving strange, anonymous messages and a growing sense that someone out there has an eye on her. Until now, none of it had a name attached, but a faceless presence that kept getting closer. But today, that changes. As Crystal gets the kids ready for school, makes her morning coffee, and heads out for work, her phone buzzes. She glances at the screen and sees a name she hasn't thought about in more than 20 years. Jack Anthony Holland, a man she dated briefly as a teenager. The message is short, crude, completely out of nowhere. Hi, Crystal. It's Anthony. Hope it's okay I looked you up. I go to Boulder every few weeks and thought we could hook up. You game? At first, she didn't think much of it. The two last spoke years ago, and even then, he was harmless. So she ignores it and moves on. But the next day, everything changes. Are you there? You should say yes when I offer pity. Whatever. I saw your pics. You got fat. You should yourself. Saw you at the dentist today. Your license plate expired. Gotta fix that. Suddenly, Crystal's fear becomes reality, and she begins living with the terrifying possibility that she's being watched. And now, she's certain Anthony is the one who's been harassing her for weeks. She becomes hypervigilant, installs cameras around the home, dash cams in her car, and starts carrying a concealed handgun everywhere she goes. By late October, Crystal's barely sleeping. She keeps a spreadsheet of her stalker log, documenting every message she gets. Then, almost a month later, a new email from Anthony confirms her worst fears. This your husband? Drives like slow old lady. He needs to drive safe. The email comes with an attached photo showing her husband Daniel at his workplace. Now the stalker isn't just targeting Crystal. He's coming after her family. Crystal realizes she can't handle this alone, so she hires a private investigator to track down Anthony's addresses and digital history. Then, on Halloween night, she calls the police.
So, how can I help you tonight? What's going on?
Yeah, so I have an ex from a very long time ago who has occasionally found me on social media, and it's never been an issue. So this month. This month, I have received numerous text messages, and then today I got an email that is very threatening, and it escalated to the point that he took a recent picture of my husband at his work location, so the stalking is getting a little too aggressive at this point in time.
Okay.
So my last contact with this individual was 5 years ago, where I told him I was happily married, I had no interest in what he kept contacting me, he kind of blew things up and then blocked me. I blocked him, haven't heard from him since.
After explaining everything to the officer, she documents each detail and forwards the case to the department's investigative unit. Within hours, the file lands on the desk of Detective Andrew Martinez, a seasoned investigator who's worked some of Broomfield's toughest cases, including abductions and violent crimes. Martinez schedules a formal meeting with Crystal for the following week, hoping to get a clearer picture of what exactly is happening and who this Anthony really is.
Ever feel like you don't belong?
But in Second Life, you find your tribe. From RPG to romance, from music to adventure.
What the flip's happening now? Bro, why is this shit lagging, bro? Bro, how is this shit? Oh, it's paused. Nah, it's
When she
lagging.
sits down with Martinez, the the situation has already escalated far beyond what Crystal first reported.
So, I mean, like, he saw, like, whole pictures of my family, of my kids. Like, I locked down my protocol real fast after this, because it was pretty alarming, right? Where he's like, we're meant to be together, and my family loves that we're talking. And I'm like, whoa, you think that we're, like, in a relationship? So I shut it down real hard. I said, this is really creepy for me. You need to stop. And he got, like, real emotional, and then blocked me. Like, I'm like, good. And I blocked him, and and then I shut down Facebook entirely. The one development that I have, I did get the full-blown report from the PI problem, and you'll see this in this report. There are tons of phone numbers associated with him. There are tons of addresses. He moves everywhere and between like 3 different states.
As Crystal walks the detective through her evidence, 2 details immediately stand out. First, her stalker isn't just texting her from random numbers. He's using multiple phone lines and different digital identities, finding ways to reach her even after she changes her information. Whoever this is, they're persistent, resourceful, and frighteningly determined. Second, her ex-boyfriend, Anthony Holland, is tied to several addresses and multiple phone numbers. Whether it's instability or an attempt to stay off the grid, it convinces Martinez that Crystal is dealing with someone who either doesn't want to be found or someone who's planning something far worse. With all of this in mind, Martinez wraps the interview with Crystal and begins the digital side of the investigation. He sends warrants to service providers, requesting phone records, email logs, and account information to track down the stalker. Unfortunately,
Shout out
for
you guys,
Martinez,
be sure to
these
get them
companies
subs
will
up
make
if
a
y'all new to the
mistake that will
channel.
soon
It's your
prove
boy.
deadly. While waiting for the digital evidence to come back, Martinez decides to follow up on something else. The garage break-in Daniel reported back in September when a stranger supposedly stole their spare house key.
Nah,
He
still
brings
building up.
Daniel in for a formal interview, wanting to know whether he's noticed anyone following him, but instead of clarifying things,
It's taking too long, I won't
Martinez
lie.
is about to learn something far more unsettling about
It's
the
taking
Krug
too long to
household.
build up.
But before we get to that, 2025 is almost over, and we're falling into the same trap again, waiting for January 1st to start something new or learn a new skill. But here's the truth. You don't need a new year to make a new start. Let me tell you about the 2-day live AI
the fuck?
mastermind training by Outskill, happening this Saturday.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete...
It's either November 1st or November 2nd. It was after she had gotten a picture of me at work that she brought me up to speed on. That. Gotcha, okay. And the first contact that he initially made with her was back on October 2nd. I guess why that month gap, do you think, before she told you? I'm sure she has mentioned to you that she and I are going through a rough patch.
Oh, so he hates her.
So probably didn't seem that pressing until it was. Sure. And she didn't mention that to me, that you guys were having a rough time currently. Are you guys in the process of separating, getting divorced, or working through things? To be determined. My brother Matthew is a cop, so I have a retractable ass steel baton. As I said, not right now, but otherwise, it's on me all the time. I sleep with it next to me. I've bought some additional security cameras for the house. So what am I doing? I'm panicking. And I'm doing a shit job protecting my wife. So I'm not doing good. Yeah, I can see that. So, with that being, I know that Christelle, we put her car on a lift on Tuesday afternoon to see if there's any sort of GPS tracking or anything like that. We couldn't find anything on the car. If Anthony
Yeah, I
is
remember,
watching
gang. I remember you,
guys,
gang.
it's going to be in person from a distance or nearby or however. So that poses an interesting issue in of itself.
From Daniel's reactions, it's clear the stalking is taking a toll on him, too. His wife is terrified, his family feels haunted, and he's struggling to understand how any of this is happening. Detective Martinez wraps up the interview, but something Daniel said lingers in the back of his mind. He revealed that he didn't know about the stalking for almost a month. Not until Crystal finally showed him the email with the photo taken outside his workplace. So Martinez decides to look deeper into the family dynamic, and what he finds is concerning. He learns that the couple have been going through a rough patch recently. Nothing hostile or dangerous, but they were trying to work things out, doing what they believed was best for their kids, and holding their family together the best they could. With how much the stalker seems to know about their lives, Martinez briefly wonders if someone inside the home might be manipulating the situation, and for a moment, he even considers the possibility that Daniel might be messing with his wife as some twisted way of trying to fix their marriage. But that idea is quickly dismissed. There is no evidence backing any of it, and all signs still point to Anthony. Not to mention, Crystal herself is fully convinced her ex is behind the stalking campaign.
Shout out, y'all. Shout out. Welcome back, y'all.
The harassment continues to escalate with more messages and threats. Crystal continues documenting everything and constantly monitors her cameras. By early December, she finally receives a message that gives her the smallest breath of air. Hey, gorgeous. I can't visit you anymore. No more Colorado time. My girlfriend doesn't want us talking without her. She says you'll let the cops get me after you get rid of him. For the first time in weeks, Crystal and her family feel a brief sense of relief. It sounds like Anthony is backing off, maybe even leaving the state. But in reality, this is just the stalker's final move to make them drop their guard before he strikes.
1 hour before mode.
Kling 3.0 just landed on our list. A true game changer for AI video creation. Generate longer.
This is crazy. So this guy like hates his wife's guts. Oh, why did you marry her if you hate her guts? Why did you marry her?
For work, while Crystal heads out to drop the kids off at school. During those minutes, someone approaches the front door, tapes over the Ring doorbell camera, and slips inside the house. Minutes later, Crystal drives back home, pulls into the garage, and steps out of the car. She has no idea someone is waiting for her inside. And the moment she closes the car door, he attacks. The stalker strikes Crystal in the head, stabs her, and leaves her bleeding on the floor. After months of plotting, this is the moment he'd been waiting for. Later that morning, Daniel tries calling Crystal from his office, but she doesn't answer or respond to texts. Hours pass, and there's still no sign of her, so Daniel finally decides to call police.
Central dispatcher speaking.
Hi there. My name is Dan Krug. I don't think this is an emergency, but this feels really weird.
Okay.
My wife isn't responding to text messages or phone calls.
Okay.
We've had threats against us. We have both been targeted by a stalker. Threats have been made against my life.
Okay.
And threatening to like kidnap her, which is why I'm nervous that she's not answering.
That time you know for a fact, Joe, you hit her with
an officer is
with
dispatched to the
that still
Krug residence
pass.
to check on Crystal. At the same time, Daniel also calls Crystal's mother, asking her to go check on her daughter, sending her straight into the worst moment of her life. While she makes her way there, the officer reaches the house first.
Hello.
Oh, I was just on their neighbor and they called me like, oh, see if she'll answer the
Oh yeah, he sent us as well. So
I'm like,
just next door. Okay.
Great, well you got this.
Alrighty, man. Appreciate it.
Oh, so this is crazy. So this was wild. So Brody came back minutes before she came back and murdered her. Then after he was done doing that, Brody left the house, waited hours and pretended to call her just so that the evidence is there that he tried to call her. Then afterwards he sent people over there to go and check on her. Like, yo, bro, diabolical. Diabolical. Diabolical, y'all.
The house looks quiet, and the officer doesn't notice anything wrong from the outside. But before he clears the call and drives off, something nags at him. So he brings his patrol car a little closer to check the garage, where he's about to uncover a tragic, horrifying sight. As the officer leans in for a closer look, he spots a body lying on the floor, motionless, with blood smeared across the wall.
151 Cent Medical and 110 at East Century. I got a female down in the garage. Brookfield Police! Brookfield Police! Oh, shit. Holy shit.
The officer steps into the garage to find Crystal with what looks like a severe head injury, so he immediately begins performing CPR, working on her for several moments with no success before opening the garage door to give medics access. But instead of paramedics, someone else soon arrives.
Introducing ClickUp Super Agents, the world's first
Yeah,
AI
I mean, I
agents
also feel
that
bad for the
natively
mom,
collaborate with humans and
I also
always
feel
have
bad for the
correct
mom, bro.
Garage is open now.
What time is it, yo? 9 o'clock. It's still 9 o'clock, yo.
Hello, ma'am. I need you to stay out, please.
Shout out, you guys. Be sure I get them subs up. Caucasian activity. Shout out, Hybrid. What's popping, Hybrid?
Tragically,
Caucasian
as the garage
activity.
door is lifted to get medics in,
Oh, that's
Crystal's
crazy.
mother catches a brief glimpse inside.
Daniel's
Just
acting will be
long enough to see an
fucking
officer
Oscar level in this
performing
video.
CPR
Bro,
on
did you
her
see how...
daughter. Before she can process what she's seeing,
Bro, did you see how he was crying in front of that he, like how he pretended to be going through it with that private detective?
I need you to come over here for a minute, okay? So we can work. I understand. I need you to come on over here, okay? I know. Do me a favor. Go and sit inside so we can work on her, okay? So we can try to get her the help, okay? What's your name?
Linda.
Linda? Okay. My name's Officer Zamora, okay? I'll come out here and I'll give you some news as soon as I can.
She's okay.
I have no idea just yet, but I know that they're working on her. The officer in there has been working CPR on her, and I think she's doing okay, okay?
Called.
He did. He's the one that called us and let us know, okay? Go ahead, take a seat for a minute. I'll be right back here, okay?
I need to tag out, man. She's got a head wound. I don't know if it's from falling or something else. Probably falling, but I don't know, man. It's a good one. Husband said there was a stalker threatening to kidnap her, so
Sad times, bro.
I don't know. No, she's unresponsive. Decent head wound.
Shout out, you guys. What's popping? It's your boy FIEND 1496. Be sure I get them subs up if y'all new to the channel, gang. Be sure I get them subs
An
up.
officer stands outside reassuring a distressed woman who's just arrived, unaware that this is Crystal's mother. She's shaken and terrified by the horrors she witnessed inside the garage. Linda would later learn that none of this was random, and finding her daughter like this was always part of a twisted plan. Back inside the garage, medics keep working, still trying to revive Crystal, not yet aware of the fatal wound hidden beneath her clothing.
Guys, you see anything other than a fall type of wound?
Gash on the chest.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a stop over there.
Yo, shit.
Damn it. Dispatch could tell us. The husband called in to check on her. I don't know right now, but dispatch should have it.
So we have a visible stab wound, I guess?
Yes.
Right above her heart.
Nah, it's chai, boy. Stab wound is chai.
Jermaine.
Ah, it's chai, boy. Stab wound.
How recent is this from?
Husband said he couldn't reach her for
Transport. We don't
W
know.
desktop stream.
Okay, then. Yeah.
Don't cry, Rosie.
not been able to reach her.
W desktop streams, Buddha. You know the vision is alive.
Medics work for beside Crystal's body. Tucked inside her purse, the officer notices a handgun she never even had time to reach for. With the immediate area secure, officers spread out throughout the house, searching every room for the attacker, but no one is inside. And as officers step outside the home, they start
Hey yo,
noticing
Spuda,
small
are you back, bro,
details
this
that
side? When
don't
you coming
line up
back
with
this
an
side?
impulsive
I
crime.
want you're gonna come back this side around you, bro. I don't wanna lie, bro.
Husband said there was a dude who's been stalking her and threatened to kidnap her. And Martinez was involved, and Martinez just said, hey, this is a big old... I don't know, dude. I don't know the history on that part. Martinez does, though, and he said he's coming in. So, other than that, we're just kind of securing the scene and waiting for detectives, you know? See what they need. I kicked you back.
my hair.
That's interesting. Yeah. That is very interesting. Almost like dude might have stuck around from this way and...
I wonder if maybe the door was unlocked, that's how he got in.
You know what, dude? You know what? I don't know. I kicked it and it went pretty easy. So I'm going to say no deadbolt.
Handle was locked.
I saw her, came around, booted it.
Officers quickly confirmed the door was unlocked, and a strip of blue tape had been placed over the Ring doorbell camera. Whoever did this clearly planned it and came prepared. As police continue searching the scene, more family members begin arriving one by one, each of them unknowingly walking into the worst moment of their lives, while officers prepare to deliver the news no family
Oscar level
ever wants to
acting.
hear.
I don't know anything just yet, ma'am. I don't know anything just yet.
Did he revive her?
Family friend.
Family friend?
Family friend from the street. The blue house there. We asked her to come knock on the door.
Okay.
Bro, but imagine, bro, like it's the husband who did this shit, bro. Like it's the husband who did this shit, bro.
We want to give you guys all the information all together.
Like it's the husband that did this shit, but it's the crazy part.
Over for you guys to
Just
continue.
on the charge my phone,
He
yo.
was on. What happened? What did he do to her? I don't know. They won't say. They won't say. Figure it out.
Who's in charge of the doctor? I'd like to know what happened.
Absolutely. And as soon as someone frees up who can tell you, I'll send them your way, okay?
Our son's on his way.
Is this your daughter, sir, or your daughter-in-law?
That was my daughter.
It's your daughter, and so her brother's on his way.
With Crystal's father and brother now at the scene, the weight of what's happened settles over the family, and it grows heavier by the minute. The only person missing is Crystal's husband, Daniel, the man who feared he wouldn't be able to protect her for weeks. Now he's on his way to find out those fears have come true. As they wait for him, detectives arrive at the scene and begin coordinating their next steps to hunt down whoever did this. Little do they know, the killer they're looking for is still in the area, much closer than they think.
So I pulled my car around to the garage just to see if her car was in the garage. And I immediately saw her at the base of the stairs. Blood smear on the wall. And I came around and booted the front door. It turns out it wasn't locked. There's also a piece of masking tape over the Ring camera. Almost like somebody approached from the side and taped it. And then maybe she opened the door for somebody. First thing I noticed was an obvious head wound. They noticed after tearing the shirt and everything off.
Shout out, gang. See you next time.
Right there. So, that's what we got.
What else do you guys want us to watch?
Okay, so I
Or
need
should I
another
just surf the
detective up
nets?
here to start working with canvassing. I need you to stay here, and Martinez is coming here.
What else do you guys
Help me
want us to search
with
real
that. I
quick?
want you and Martinez to work on this. I'm going to give. And then,
Martinez is working on this document.
yeah. Well, we got to be careful of it. We have to be careful. We don't know. Anybody that's here is still suspect, so we need to be sure that we stay focused on that.
As investigators discuss plans to interview Crystal's family and her husband Daniel, he arrives on scene, cutting the conversation short. And right away, he makes it clear to everyone that he's nothing more than a devastated victim, overwhelmed by what's happened to his wife.
Okay, I need you to stay back, sir. I understand. I need you to stay back here. Family's over here. Family's over here.
This guy's even running, bro. Bro, this guy.
Hello. Who's there? Where are we? We're outside. I know it's not a question right now. Fortunately, I don't have a lot of answers for you. But I know what you want to do right now, because I know that.
That time, this is the mastermind who did all this shit, bro. How crazy. How crazy.
What could you have said? Someone leave me over there?
At this time, officers have no reason to suspect Daniel of anything, so they treat him with care as he goes through this traumatic moment. But beneath that devastation lies a cold, heartless man, because Daniel knows exactly what happened inside that garage, and Daniel is the killer himself.
Hey, yo, this shit's not even showing my face, yeah.
Shaking breath is part of his act, one he will continue selling to police and Crystal's family, standing just a few feet away.
We don't tell. This is a family matter. We're just going to figure out a reason.
This was masterpiece.
Let's make sure that transportation.
As this tragedy unfolds.
This is Try Not to Laugh.
Aye.
I'm here with Tariq.
I don't want you to cry out here for me.
Are you boys ready?
I'm ready to laugh.
This is a sick and twisted mind, mate. This is a sick, sorry, and twisted mind, mate. Okay, there's like a live show we can watch. I've never tapped into this live show. We can like tap into like the live show. You can like tap into like the live show. You can like tap into like the live show. Tats on my face.
Welcome to Second Life, the cinematic metaverse, where every detail is crafted for realism and...
Still trying to find something for y'all. Shit, Real Robots caught on camera. Let's see what they got. Let's see what they got. Yo.
Watch how a robbery in Cape Town takes an unexpected turn when the suspects find themselves trapped inside the store.
I remember
the video
this
begins with a group of local gang members walking into the store to carry out a robbery, unaware that things are about to go wrong. As they enter, they spot an employee near the door.
Shout out, y'all. Be
grab
sure to
him,
get themselves
and take
out.
him to the back before shutting the door.
I'm sorry, Hashan. I'm sorry, Rosie. Shout out to Hashan. I'm very sorry, Rosie.
Moments later, the employee is seen returning from the back while the robbers are still busy looting the store.
Shout out you guys, be sure I get them subs up. It's your boy FIIENT Tonesikasi 1496. These guys are the dumbest criminals on earth, bro. These guys are the dumbest criminals ever, bro. Like, you can't get dumber than this, bro. I'm just a softy, lol. These guys are... Look at them taking out their masks now. But then, like, you're already arrested, bruh. You're already arrested, bruh. It's chai. It's chai, bruh. It's chai. Look at this guy, bro. It's chai.
A shocking scene unfolds as a group of armed men casually walk into a store, stealing an ice cream machine in broad daylight in South Africa.
Yeah.
The incident began as a group of armed men rushed into the store, catching everyone by surprise before carrying the ice cream machine out to their getaway car.
Yeah. Just like that. Did they only come in for like the ice cream machine only? Nah, somebody sent them, guys. Somebody sent them, bro. Like, somebody sent them to go out there and go fetch that ice cream truck. Like, they only came there for the ice cream truck, like the ice cream machine specifically. Look at them, they're even breaking it, bro. All four of them have to help.
Incidents like this have become increasingly common in South Africa, especially as temperatures rise and these machines become more valuable. Fortunately, no one was hurt during the theft.
Yo, some guys don't even know what's happening.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without
Bro,
knowing how
what?
to code. This is base 44.
What kind of nonsense is that, bro?
This video captures a suspect casually attempting to open a car door with a pair of scissors.
Why an ice cream machine? Okay, let me tell you why an ice cream machine. It's like, here in South Africa, it's like, there's very few things. Okay, like, a lot of things are available, right? But, like, the thing about, like, an ice cream machine, like, especially in summer, ice cream machine has a lot of money, guys. Like, with an ice cream machine, guys, like, you can make a whole lot of bags, bro. Like, a whole lot of bands, dog. I don't wanna lie. You can make, like, a whole lot of bands, dog. Same thing as, like, a popcorn machine. Like, kids love popcorn and kids love ice cream, dog. So, if you're really trying to maximize profit, you can get, like, one of those machines. They're gonna, you know what they're gonna do, né? They're gonna get the ice cream machine, they're gonna set it up somewhere, then they're gonna sell weed as well. I already know. Like, I already know. They're gonna sell weed as well.
Busy Johannesburg Road. The footage begins with a man sitting next to a parked car on a busy road. He seems
What the scissor though, bruh? Like, how gangster is you though? What the scissor?
Pocket and pulls out a pair of scissors.
Yeah, they dropped the ice cream. What the F am I doing?
What's shocking is how calm he is, clearly showing this is not the first time
He's not the first time. He's not afraid, bruh. Like, these
After
thugs.
struggling to open the first door, he gives up and heads to the driver's side. And what he does next is truly shocking.
He does it again. Hey, he got inside. Hey. He got inside. Then he calmly walks away.
Captured the moment a car became the target of a smash and grab in busy Cape Town traffic.
Yo. Then the guy just calmly walks away, bruh. And he just calmly walks away. Sure. Nah, you guys are, yo, damn, bro. Gone.
As the car slows down in heavy traffic, two men suddenly rush in.
They were
Smash
watching.
the window and take the driver's belongings. With no other choice, the driver continues his journey. Incidents like this remind us to always keep valuables out of sight and stay alert when entering smash and grab
Like
hotspots.
what can you do, bro?
The next clip shows a driver experiencing the same type of incident. A man comes out of nowhere and quickly moves toward the vehicle after spotting the open windows, taking the driver by surprise.
Gone. Oh. These guys don't play games.
Walking alone on a quiet road in South Africa, unaware of the danger approaching her. Out of nowhere, two men step out of a car and move toward the young woman, quickly robbing her.
Alright, guys, South Africa's not safe. Guys, pray for me. Pray for me, guys.
After the robbery, she is left standing alone and visibly shaken. Thankfully, she was not physically injured.
What can she do, bruh?
CCTV footage captures an armed gang fleeing the scene moments after robbing a jewelry store inside a busy South African mall.
Shit.
Another camera angle shows the robbers fleeing the scene and running toward their getaway car.
Yo, so many people in the getaway car. Gone.
A couple became the target of armed robbers in South Africa just moments after arriving home. Before the gate could close, an armed man slipped in and caught them completely by surprise.
Did he get out the car? Oh, shit.
As the couple attempted to get back into their car and escape, it was already too late. The suspects were already inside the premises. It's clear they had been followed.
For a long
This
time.
incident is a reminder of how important it is to check your surroundings before entering your home. The robbers fled the scene after taking all their possessions, making it clear they were not after the car itself. Fortunately, the
It's
couple
these,
was left
young.
unharmed.
Whatever they took, they can bite
Community
back.
was ready to teach a thief a lesson after he was caught stealing. But before anything could happen,
The police.
arrived just in time. The
Jeez.
suspect immediately jumped into the police vehicle, choosing arrest
Yo.
over the angry crowd.
Yo, talk about saved. Yo. Talk about saved, bruh. Shit.
A man is seen walking along the sidewalk when he suddenly snatches a phone from a woman, only for things to go terribly wrong
South
for him.
Africa's crazy. Hey, he fell.
This Uber driver became a target of a group of robbers who pretended to be passengers in South Africa. From the the beginning, his instincts told him something wasn't right. Suddenly, one of the men in the back seat lunges forward and grabs him by the neck.
Yo. Yo, bro, like you can tell, bro is terrified, bro. Like, bro is terrified, boy. Yo, and you can tell, dog. It's like late at night. Imagine late at night, dog. There's like at least 4 niggas like surrounding you, dog. At least 4 niggas surrounding you. There's this guy here with the white. Then there's the one at the back. Then I think there's another one here at the door and another one. But there's 3 to 4 guys, bro. Imagine, bro. Yo, he's just playing like, yo, bro, like, just don't hurt me, gang. Y'all can take everything, but just don't hurt me, bro. Let me live.
They took all his belongings, and you can hear him pleading for his life.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he was left unharmed.
Yeah.
This scene shows just how dangerous the job can be for Uber drivers in parts of South Africa.
Yo, stay calm, bro. Stay calm.
We're not afraid. Our list got them all.
Here's another example of an Uber driver
Yo.
facing a similar situation. He was also targeted.
And these are
by robbers
kids,
in
bro.
Cape Town, showing just how common this
Okay.
type of crime has become.
Okay, yo, bro, this is crazy, dog. Bro, this guy's a kid, dog. Like this kid. This is a kid. Okay, the one at the back, he's an old man, but this one is a kid, bro. You can tell this guy is a kid, dog. Probably 17, 18, or even 16, bro. This is a kid, dog. Like, this is a kid, bro. Imagine getting mugged by kids nowadays, bro. Yo, I would be scared as well, Rosie. Like, I would be scared as well, Rosie. I don't want to lie to you. But this is a kid, guys. I don't lie to you. Like, this is a full-fledged kid. Hold up. Is this shit fixed? Shout out you guys, what's popping? It's your boy FYIENT Sekasi 1496. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We drop content daily and we go live every single day, guys. So let's get it popping, let's get it lit, y'all. Yo, Rosie, do you see what's happening though? You see what's happening though? Okay, let's continue playing the video. Need my hand. Brava to you. I gave everything. And this is a kid, bro. Yo, this guy, bro, what the fuck, bro? Hold up, what does salam mean? Hold up, let me check my phone, because I don't want to exit out of YouTube. What does salam mean? Is that goodbye, bro? The fuck? Yo, dog, this kid, it's shy for that kid, dog. Nah, it's shy for that kid, yo. Let me check what does salam mean. Nah, it's shy for that kid, bro. Hold up, let me check real quick. Is it salam or salam? Hold up. No, it's salam. Nah, this phone is doing kak, bruh. This phone is doing... Oh, hold up, give me a minute, y'all. Because this phone is doing kak. Like, this phone is doing proper kak. Hold up. You see what I mean? La meaning. I wanna know what's the meaning of salam. Oh, peace! Yo. He's saying peace afterwards. It has become salam. The word salam, meaning peace, has become a religious salutation for Muslims worldwide when greeting each other, though its use greetings predates Islam and is most common among Arabic speakers of other languages. So Allah means peace. Oh, brah.
Is how young these suspects are.
You see what I mean?
Fortunately, the driver handled the situation calmly.
Like, these are kids, bro.
Which is important because people often lose their lives in incidents like this.
For real. Salam. Yo.
Two men became targets of robbers while walking on a busy street in South Africa. A group of suspects approached them from behind and grabbed them, catching them off guard.
Are these Chinese people? And this is Josie, bro. Not like nothing is gonna happen. This is Josie, bro. Like, they're not gonna help. This is Josie. They're gonna take the phones, take their money, and take everything else. Yo. Shit, bro. And like, bro's defeated. Like, he's just defeated. Agaza Enze Nukao, like, he's defeated, bro. What can you do in that situation, bro? Like,
watch
niggas.
How this brave driver manages to escape a hijacking attempt in a matter of seconds. The clip opens with a black SUV slowing down behind another car. Out of nowhere, another vehicle rushes in, and an armed suspect steps out, heading directly to the driver's side.
Yo. Mission fail. Mission fail.
A young girl was targeted by a phone snatcher on her way home from school, turning a normal
Bye-bye,
afternoon
Rosie.
into a frightening moment. Here we see a man repeatedly looking around, pretending to search for something. His real target was the young girl approaching, and she didn't realize she was being watched.
After school, yeah. Yo.
An elderly woman becomes the next victim of a phone snatcher who catches her off guard and steals her phone right outside her home.
Yo.
Suddenly, the thief who had been pretending to ask for directions snatched her phone. Incidents like this highlight just how serious crime has become in South Africa. On this of an armed robbers, just moments before he can enter his home late in the evening in Pretoria. Just before reaching the entrance, the driver pauses, possibly noticing the car behind him. Suddenly, an armed man jumps out and heads straight toward the driver. One of the suspects fires a single shot at the driver's window to force him to comply.
Yo, bruh. What do they want? Do they want their car?
After smashing the window and forcing him out, the driver is taken from his car, and it quickly becomes clear he is being kidnapped.
Yo.
Sadly, incidents like this have increased across South Africa in recent years.
Nah, they wanted the car, bruh. They wanted the car. But now they can't get the car if he's still inside the car. And now he can't drive like shit. He needs to drive properly.
Can't I make any changes without an admin approval?
With money
followed by a man pretending to run as well. His real intention is to rob her with a getaway car waiting ahead. Suddenly, the man attacks after she notices she's being followed. She tries to resist, but he overpowers her and grabs her phone. With the getaway
Then he
vehicle
jogs, bro. Look at him jogging and then...
sped off, leaving the victim traumatized and stranded in an isolated spot. It highlights the cold and heartless nature of crimes like this. Here, another victim is targeted in a similar incident.
Phone
A phone
snatchers,
snatcher
gang.
strikes while she's jogging along the roadside in South Africa. It's shocking how bold criminals have become. They don't hesitate to strike in broad daylight. And it's disturbing that people can't even go for a simple jog in peace in South Africa. CCTV captures the moment a thief steals a phone from inside a bank and walks out without anyone realizing what happened.
Hey, this guy, bro.
This next video highlights just how serious crime has become in South Africa. A woman in Cape Town woke up to find her car's tires stripped, with thieves using paving blocks to lift the vehicle during the night.
Môre julle maats. Dis wat ons kry vanmôre.
Yo.
Toe ons wakker word.
Bro, they left the cars floating in mid-air, bro.
So dis is hoekom ons honde vernietig is.
But what kind of a dog is this, though? Nah, let's talk about this, though. What kind of a dog is this, guys? Like, you can't get a dog like this. Let's be serious, guys. Like, you can't get Snoopy for a job like this. Where is he? Like, guys, like, guys, like, you can't get this type of a dog. Like, come on, guys.
A woman in Cape Town woke up
Like,
to find her car's...
you're gonna get this dog, this one right here, like this one, Snoopy. You think Snoopy's gonna do anything to the criminals? I'm sure Snoopy was hiding as well. I'm sure Snoopy was like, nah, bangantuli, nah. Like, you think Snoopy's finna go out there and bite this guy? Snoopy's not gonna bite anyone, bro. Like, why would you get this dog, bro? Why would you get this dog?
tires stripped,
Look at this dog.
with thieves using paving blocks to lift the vehicle during the night.
Look at this dog, bro. Look at this dog, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, bro?
This video highlights how easily criminals take advantage of kindness. A young man has his phone stolen right out of his pocket, unaware that the friendly stranger beside him was actually targeting him.
Yo,
These criminals
pickpocketing.
use a clever method to pickpocket their victims. They move in close, grab your hand and tap your foot to confuse you. And as they smile and talk, their free hand is already reaching into your pockets.
But don't keep your phone in your back pocket, bro.
In the next video, another victim is targeted in a similar fashion. She's inside a store when a man suddenly approaches, acting friendly. Moments later, her phone is gone.
Man, don't trust niggas who are this big, bro. There's the phone. Phone gone. She's still busy with the ice cream. When is she gonna realize her phone is gone?
Of visitors becomes the target of a robbery just moments before they can unload their luggage outside a hotel in Johannesburg after being followed from the airport.
Organized crime, boy. Organized crime type shit.
The robbers quickly take all the luggage, loading everything into their getaway car before fleeing the scene. Fortunately, no one was injured during the robbery. The video footage shows a white car driving down a road in South Africa when suddenly the driver jumps out and attacks a woman walking along the roadside.
Oh, that's crazy, y'all. Oh, that's crazy, y'all. That's just crazy, man. Crazy shit be happening here in South Africa, bro. Gotta be safe, man. The streets is dangerous. Yo, the streets is dangerous. Dangerous. The streets are dangerous. Yo, the streets are dangerous. Let's see what else we can look for, bruh. Let's see what else can we find here, bro. Let's see what else.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44. Guys, Nina just built an...
Let's see what else can we find here. And now my thing is fucked up, bro. I don't wanna lie. Mom discovers her 15-year-old son is a mass killer. Oh, that's crazy. I wanna check it out, but hold up. I wanna check it out, but hold up, man. Hold up, man. Let's see what type of content can we find here, bro. Punch damaged brain.
A single punch destroyed this man's life. These are 3 disturbing CCTV incidents that remain unsolved to this day. Fleeing the unknown. What makes a man run for his life in broad daylight through an airport, across a field, and into the woods, never to be seen again? Lars Mittank, a 28-year-old German, walked in Varna Airport on July 8th, 2014 for his flight. Within minutes, he vanished into thin air. Last CCTV footage shows him barefoot in a yellow t-shirt running frantically across the tarmac and looking over his shoulder.
Mm.
But who or what was he running from? To understand Lars'
Yo,
disappearance,
so
we will have to
mustache
start with some
ndoda.
context. Lars was an ordinary warehouse worker from Itzehoe, Germany. He had no criminal record, no history of mental illness, and no obsession with danger or travel. In fact, this was his first trip abroad without his parents. 9 days ago, Lars landed in Varna, Bulgaria with 5 of his friends for a week-long trip. They spent their days drinking cheap beer at the Golden Sands bar, swimming and watching football. But on July 6th, just one night before their flight home, everything changed. At a bar near the Golden Sands Strip, Lars got into a heated argument with a group of German tourists over football. The group was a supporter of Bayern Munich, the rival of Lars' favored Werder Bremen. The argument quickly became violent, and Lars, being alone...
Ever feel like you don't belong?
But in Second Life, you find your tribe. From RPG to romance, from music to adventure.
The fuck, bro?
Second Life. Start.
Didn't stand a chance against the 4 of them. One of the men who he argued with punched Lars, leaving him visibly shaken with a bruised jaw and a ruptured eardrum. When he returned to the hotel, he told his friends more than what had just happened. In a paranoid voice, Lars stated that it wasn't over, and those Germans would hire others to come after him. The next morning, after examining his injuries, a local doctor suggested that Lars shouldn't fly home yet. He also prescribed Cefprozil, a common antibiotic. But here's where it got complicated. That drug, though safe for most, can rarely cause psychotic side effects like paranoia and hallucinations. His friends offered to stay back with him, but Lars insisted he'd be fine, so they left. Now he was left alone in a different country he knew no one in, with a brain that kept running wild. He booked the hotel color for his one-night stay, but the staff soon found him pacing the halls, looking out the windows and whispering to himself. The CCTV footage shows him walking in and out of the elevator repeatedly, as if hiding from someone. At one point, he even called his mother Sandra at 3 a.m., frantically whispering into the phone,
"There's a group of men trying to attack me. They're gonna kill me."
He begged her to cancel all his credit cards and immediately book him a new flight. She tried to calm Lars down, but nothing seemed to work. And that night, he suddenly left the hotel, only to come back even more agitated than before. He called his mother again the next morning, saying he didn't feel safe and that they were getting closer. With just how panicked he was, it couldn't be just paranoia from medication. So, was Lars actually being followed? After a night of distress, it was finally July 8th, the day of his flight. Lars made his way to Varna Airport and texted his mom about arriving at the terminal and waiting for medical clearance to fly. When Dr. Kosta Kostov at the airport's medical office examined him, everything seemed fine. However, Lars was trembling and his eyes were constantly darting to the door. When a construction worker entered the room in a blue shirt, Lars finally snapped. His pupils widened and he screamed, "I don't want to die here! I have to get out of here!" He ran out of the medical room and burst through the terminal door, leaving his passport, phone, suitcase, and wallet behind. He kept running across the parking lot, down the road, and toward a 6-foot chain link fence. Climbing it in seconds, he landed in a field of sunflowers and disappeared into the forest beyond. And that was the last time anyone ever saw Lars Mittank. Bulgarian police launched an
lost his
immediate
mind,
search
bro,
with
and
helicopters, canine dogs, and combed through the forest, but there was no trace of Lars. Now, over the years, there were sightings of a man matching Lars' description, hitchhiking in Varna, another in Greece, and another in Germany, but none proved to be him. It was as if he'd vanished from reality itself.
Oh, bro, that's crazy.
This game.
All from one single
You're not
punch,
ready
bro.
for it.
And that was most definitely not a side effect of Cefprozil.
was leaked online, and millions of internet sleuths analyzed it frame by frame, coming up with different theories. By 2018, Lars was even given the title of the most famous missing person on YouTube. According to the famous drug theory, the antibiotic combined with head trauma must have caused Lars to experience a drug-induced breakdown. Now, this would explain him frantically running into the woods and probably fainting from dehydration. However, Dr. Costa put a stop to those speculations. It turns out Lars never took those meds in the first place. So, he couldn't have side effects from meds he never took. Lars was punched in the head extremely hard, so him having a sudden psychotic break from trauma and stress seems like a more plausible theory. Amidst all speculation, the image of a man in a blue shirt who was seen for merely seconds in the doctor's office doorway before Lars fled sits at the top. Who was he? Why did Lars panic the moment he saw him? And although some sleuths claim he was just a construction worker, most theorists believe that man could be the one Lars was running from. To this day, Lars remains unfound. But the next character didn't only try to vanish himself, he made others disappear in the name of love. Final act of revenge. Seeing the materials this man is buying, you might think he's going camping, but what he actually did with them shocked the entire community. This is Kyle Clifford, a 26-year-old security guard from Hertfordshire who'd been dating John's youngest daughter, Louise Hunt, for almost 18 months. By most accounts, things seemed fine between them. But in June 2024, things took a dramatic turn. Louise decided to end the relationship so she could have some space and start anew. However, Kyle wasn't ready to let go. Instead of moving on, his heartbreak turned into rage. In his mind, if he can't have her, no one else can. He became increasingly obsessed and began stalking Louise, messaging all her friends and watching her home. And when nothing worked, Kyle's fixation led to a terrifying plan. Over the months, he began purchasing weapons, a crossbow, a knife, a rope, and petrol. At the same time, he went to Louise's home in Bushy, not to meet her, but to watch her house like a hunter studying his prey, understanding her schedule and how she moves throughout the day. Even the security footage caught Kyle's creeping outside, but nobody put much thought into it, believing he'd eventually move on. What they didn't know was that he wasn't planning to reconcile. He was planning something much worse. July 9th, 2024, Kyle came to Louise's house again with her belongings and a thank you note. He knew at the time that only her mother, 61-year-old Carol Hunt, and Louise would be inside with her sister, Hannah Hunt, returning from work shortly after. Carol was the first one to greet him at the door. Seeing the stuff in his hand, she believed he had come to say the long overdue goodbye before moving on with his life. I mean, he did intend to do that, but not in a way she would have expected. The moment Louise's mother, Carol, let him into the living room, Kyle pulled out a knife and stabbed her in the chest and abdomen several times, ending her life instantly. Unfortunately, he was only getting started, patiently waiting for Louise to appear. When
you know AI can do incredible things, but this isn't. With Artlist's AI, a professional...
She did. He immediately overpowered and tied her up. But he didn't plan to end her life instantly like her mother's. First, he forced himself on her, inflicting her with unimaginable suffering, and finally shot her with a crossbow bolt. Reports suggest that he had kept Louise tied up and alive for 2 hours to bear everything. It's hard to fathom this was the same guy who claimed to be madly in love with her. Louise was gone, so was her mother, but it still wasn't enough for him. Kyle now waited for Louise's sister Hannah to return from work. The moment she set foot inside, something felt wrong. The house was unusually quiet. Before she could react, Kyle appeared in the hallway with the crossbow in hand. He he shot Hannah straight through the chest, causing her to collapse and bolted out the door. Minutes later, Kyle ditched his car near the neighborhood woods and disappeared without a trace. Back at the Hunt's home, somehow, Hannah was still breathing. With the last ounce of her strength, she reached for her phone and dialed 999. But before help could arrive,
She was done.
She too had succumbed to her injuries.
Shit.
Later that evening, John Hunt finally arrived home after a day's work to a nightmare no one could have prepared him for. His wife and both children brutally murdered. Upon investigation, officers highlighted how there were no signs of forced entry, no robbery, and no struggle at the door. Whoever did this must be someone the family trusted enough to let inside. Soon, the timeline came together for the CCTV footage of a familiar face buying the crossbow from a store, footage of the same man outside the Hunt's home. Finally, the weapon receipts confirmed what John expected. It was Kyle Clifford, and this was his revenge. But if revenge was the goal, Kyle should have only gone after Louise. Why target Caroline and Hannah? Psychological profiling suggests that in cases like this, offenders not only target the victims, but also those close to them. For them, it's a way to extend punishment, to make the victim suffer emotionally, even in death. And if we look at the timeline of the deaths, Kyle eliminated Louise after her mother, Caroline. He raped her, and kept her alive, and made sure she would die with the guilt of her mother's death as well. Manhunt intensified with helicopters scanning the countryside and armed officers surrounding potential hideouts. Finally, after 22 hours, he was discovered miles away, hiding in a cemetery in Enfield, North London. But Kyle didn't want to be caught. He turned the crossbow and shot himself in the chest. Police quickly apprehended him, taking him straight to the hospital in extremely critical condition, barely showing signs of life. And after hours of surgery, the doctors managed to save him. However, that was just the beginning of karma's payback. Upon regaining consciousness, doctors told him the punishment before the judge. The bolt damaged his spine, and he'll have to spend the rest of his life bound to a wheelchair. Now karma had its way with him, but justice was still waiting for its turn. Months later, he faced trial at Cambridge Crown Court, where the investigators revealed the twisted last letters he had written, justifying how, since he couldn't live without Louise, he killed her. The jury declared Kyle guilty on all counts: triple murder, rape, false imprisonment, and weapon offenses. Kyle didn't even attend his own sentencing, but Judge Joel...
Introducing ClickUp Super Agents, the world's first AI agents that natively collaborate with
Benethan made sure he received a befitting sentence.
The evidence I have heard shows you to be a jealous man, soaked in self-pity, a man who holds women in utter contempt. I therefore make clear at once that for each of these three, the sentence will be one of life imprisonment with a whole life order. That means a sentence from which you will never be released.
If you think he deserved what he got, I allow you to press that subscribe button below. And let's move on to the most disturbing case left. Faceless culprit. One evening, 50-year-old Lincolnshire resident Alan Wood came home from work, closed his door, and disappeared from the world. No one heard any struggle nor any break-in, yet 3 days later, what police found inside his home would haunt them for the next 16 years. Alan was a kind of man one could never dislike. He was a part-time worker at Sainsbury in the nearby town of Bourne, earning extra cash as a gardener in a local prison. After separating from his wife Joanne years ago, Alan lived alone in a detached bungalow called Manor House in the tiny village of Lound. He never owed anyone money and had a fairly good relationship with his family. It was clear that the man had no enemies. But on October 21st, 2009, something happened that painted an entirely different picture of the otherwise non-problematic Alan. That day, Alan clocked out of work and stopped by a small pub in Little Bytham, the Willowbury Arms, for his usual drink with friends. When he reached home, someone was waiting for him. The identity of the person is still a mystery. Whether they entered the apartment together or someone was waiting for Alan inside, no one knows. But that was the last day Alan was seen alive. Over the next 3 days, when he didn't show up at work, his colleagues began to worry. It wasn't usual for Alan to skip shifts, and after multiple calls went unanswered, a friend decided to check up on him. When no one answered the door, she decided to enter, immediately seeing Alan's lifeless body lying in the living room, tied up with sellotape. He had been stabbed multiple times in the head, and his throat had been sliced open. There was clear evidence of torture. The autopsy reports revealed the true intensity of this brutal murder. Turns out the deep cuts across the back of his neck weren't random. It was an attempted decapitation. Police called it the work of a psychotic mind, given how deliberate the injuries were. Many even suspected that Alan was tortured for a whole day and actually died the next day on the 23rd. Lack of any signs of forced entry or struggle at the doorway suggests it could be someone Alan knew. But who could inflict such brutality on a peaceful man, and why? As detectives searched through the house, they noticed a key detail. Alan's bank cards were missing, and sure enough, new activity had appeared on his accounts within hours. The offenders were using Alan's cards at cash machines throughout Bourne, Stamford, and Sainsbury itself. CCTV footage of those areas showed a young white man, aged 25 to 35, with short dark hair standing at the ATM. He was wearing a striped scarf and was walking with a slight limp after he made the withdrawals. There were no signs of remorse in his demeanor, and he stole about 300 to 400 pounds over 2 days. Even though the man's face was partially hidden, his body language indicated that he knew someone was watching him. He just didn't care. When the footage went viral, that man became renowned as the ATM Man. Amidst the investigation, forensic evidence busted the myth that Alan was inflicted with suffering for a whole day. The results suggested he had died the same day. But that wasn't all. The investigators also extracted a full male DNA profile from the sellotape and around the scene. There were bloody footprints of size 8 Converse trainers and tire tracks outside the property. The strangest of all was a fragment of a blue bus ticket stuck to the sellotape binding Alan's hands. The ticket was traced to a tiny regional company, Delane Buses, which operated in nearby areas. This indicated that the assailant was traveling locally by bus before the attack. With that kind of evidence, both physical and forensic, it should have been an easy case. But the DNA didn't match anyone in the entire UK. In fact, it didn't match in international checks as well. It's disturbing how someone can leave behind that much of themselves and still can't be found. Lincolnshire police launched a full-scale operation which became one of the largest in the country's history. Over 20,000 people were interviewed and hundreds of potential suspects were swabbed for DNA. And when that didn't work, they took a different approach towards the case. Instead of asking who did it, they focused on the why behind it. Why was Alan, of all people, targeted? It couldn't have been a robbery, since Alan only had about 700 pounds in cash. You don't torture and nearly decapitate someone for 700 pounds, I hope. There must be something that no one has been able to deduce. Locals came up with a theory of their own: mistaken identity. They believe the killer's true target was another Sainsbury manager who looked like Alan, and that Alan was murdered by mistake. As the years passed, every promising lead in Alan's case went cold. He no longer appeared in headlines, but his family continued to search for him. Alan's bungalow stayed sealed for 2 years before being demolished, and his case still remains open. Even with new forensic technology and the CCTV footage that once promised answers, all the authorities ever found were more questions. And if your thirst for the disturbing isn't fulfilled yet, well, you might want to check out this video.
I spent the last 3 years in an underground bunker.
Alright, man. It's still reacting when we're calling it a day, bro. But nah, let me still continue to work because I didn't do the plagathon today. So let me continue pushing, bro. Let me continue pushing, bro. I got this, I got this, I got this, I got this, yo. Shoo! Bruh, it's cold, bruh. Let's look for something, bro. Let's look for something. Let's look for something. He streamed his own depth. What the fuck, bro? That's crazy. What? I performed plastic surgery on myself, bro. That's crazy.
Today, we're covering the case of Tatsuya Ichihashi, a case known for its uniquely bizarre and disturbing details.
So what?
When 22-year-old Lindsay Hawker traveled to Tokyo to teach English, it was supposed to be the start of an amazing adventure. Instead, it would turn into something so unimaginably horrific, it would become the subject of a best-selling memoir and later a movie. As for Lindsay's killer, his desperate attempts to avoid identification were so gruesome, they'd earn him a near cult hero status. So prepare yourselves. This is the disturbing story of Tatsuya Ichihashi. Before we start, we would like to send our heartfelt sympathies to the loved ones of Lindsay Ann Hawker, whose life was ended in such a savage and senseless way.
That's crazy, bro.
This story takes us to Tokyo.
Nah, man, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to lie. This one looks
Welcome
interesting.
to Second Life, the cinematic metaverse, where every detail is
This one looks interesting, bro.
Since 1990, over 1,500 deadly or near-deadly incidents involving captive wild animals have been documented across the United States, including at least 806 attacks by big cats, hundreds of primate-related injuries, and multiple fatalities from pet reptiles. Imagine being part of that statistic, waking up and realizing your so-called pet is about to devour you. As hard as that is to picture, it's happened more than once. From monstrous pythons slithering out of enclosures to bears that were hand-fed like yard squirrels, these are wild predators forced into our suburban backyards and living rooms. You can guess how well that ends. Hold on to your popcorn. We're about to see 4 epic failures in animal whispering. What legal exotic pet is responsible for the most deaths? How did a circus tiger get its revenge on its owners? And how did one deadly mistake cost the life of this exotic reptile owner? And for anyone thinking they can pull off a Joe Exotic after a weekend Netflix binge, you might want to watch this to the end. Ow, son of a The peaceful mountains of Uray County, Colorado served as the backdrop for Donna Munson's lifelong devotion.
But what goes on into your head to think that you can honestly like keep a tame wild animal as a pet? Though you sort of.
What legal exotic pet is responsible for the most deaths? How did a circus tiger get its revenge on its owners?
Hey.
And how did one deadly mistake cost
That's
the
a
life
Komodo
of
dragon,
this
by the way,
exotic
dog. Like, a
reptile
Komodo
owner?
dragon is very
And for
venomous,
anyone thinking they can
dog.
pull off a Joe Exotic after a weekend Netflix binge, you might want to watch this to the end.
Ow, son of a.
Oh, son of a. Hey.
The peaceful mountains of Uray County, Colorado, served as the backdrop for Donna Munson's lifelong devotion to wildlife. A 74-year-old widow battling arthritis, she insisted on feeding animals, particularly the local black bears, for over a decade, leaving out everything from dog food to fruit scraps. As her health declined, Donna built a makeshift wire fence around her porch to keep from being overwhelmed by the massive creatures that frequently prowled her property at night. Neighbors watched nervously as up to 14 bears roamed her land, scratching at windowsills and cars lured by the promise of easy meals. Despite repeated warnings from the Colorado Division of Wildlife and those anxious neighbors, Donna insisted she was helping the bears. She even named them, believing they posed no danger to her. But as the bears grew bolder, so did the tension in the community. Tenants with small children moved out. Donna's housekeeper dreaded every visit. Yet Donna's kindness outweighed the mounting threats. Until it was too late. On August 7th, 2009, authorities discovered Donna's body near her porch, mauled and partially consumed. Investigators concluded a bear had reached through her flimsy fence, dragged her underneath, and killed her. Even while the police gathered evidence, one of the massive bears returned, still looking for food. It was a haunting end to Donna's dream of living in harmony with the wild. A dream that ultimately came at
she
a
has no
terrifying
brains,
cost.
bro.
These aren't oversized
no
teddy bears to play or cuddle with.
Bro, like a bear dog is not like some kind of. It's not a dog, bro. A bear is not a dog, bro. Like, and especially because these are like wild bears, dog. No, it's like no wild bears, bro. These are not like bears that people have like, you know. These are wild bears, bro. Shout out Nox. I'm chilling, bro. Today we were unable to record. Did you see what happened yesterday at the live stream, bro? See what happened yesterday? Did you see what happened yesterday? Hey, bruh. My nigga started crashing out yesterday, bro. My nigga started crashing out yesterday and he took his shit and he dipped out, bro. My nigga took his shit and he dipped out, bro. That time we have so many songs that are still with him, bro. That time, dog. Yo, Pella dog, I literally need to restart the whole entire tape, bro. I need to restart the whole entire tape, bro. The only songs I can say I like Fit. The only songs I would say like I like Fit for us to drop it. The only song that's fit to drop, dog, it's legit. Means like a cool. That's the only song, bro. The other songs are not prop. The other songs are not proper, dog. So besides that, I'm leaving.
The Grizzly Man, Timothy Treadwell, believed before his fateful attack. Globally, between 2000 and 2015, there were 664 documented brown bear attacks on people, resulting in 95 deaths. Even the iconic Yellowstone National Park has logged 44 bear attacks since 1979. Simply put, when the claws come out, no amount of familiarity can guarantee your safety.
Stay away from bears, bro.
If you turn wild predators into regular lunch guests, you might end up on their menu. In the aftermath of Donna Munson's death, the Colorado Department of Wildlife, Youth euthanized several bears in the area for public safety. Local residents were outraged that these animals had to die. So what should you do if a bear decides to swipe right on you for dinner? Don't feed them. When you give food to bears, you're just training them to associate you with food. Stay calm if you encounter a black bear. They will often do a bluff charge to test your dominance. So stand your ground, make noise, and wave your arms to appear large. Carry bear spray. In many cases, it's more effective than a firearm at close range. But let's say you're still convinced you're the next bear whisperer. Please, maybe just adopt a pug instead.
If you can't be a responsible pet owner, then maybe you don't deserve this little unicorn.
If you think Donna Munson's story was shocking, wait until you hear about how a 400-pound tiger gave its owners a standing ovation by ripping them apart.
Shit. Rip them apart, bro. I don't know why these people think it's cool for them to have like these pets like this, bro. Like,
welcome to the
cool.
flamboyant world of the cat dancers, a trio of performers who tangoed on stage with majestic big cats. This ensemble included husband and wife Ron and Joy Holiday, plus their dance partner Chuck Lizza. For years, they dazzled crowds with their up-close illusions of harmony between humans and tigers. Their star attraction was a regal white tiger named Jupiter. If you have watched Tiger King, you know that playing with tigers is basically dancing with a loaded gun. On October 8th, 1998, this unconventional menage a trois experienced a devastating turn. Chuck was walking toward Jupiter, calmly sitting in the open compound that was the cat dancer's ranch, when, without warning, the tiger lunged and clamped down on his throat.
Fangs this long went in here and here completely. Fountain of blood squirting out this far.
Chuck bled out on the
Bro,
spot,
like you can tell that, bro.
Ron and Joy's world.
Bro, like you can tell that bro went through that. Like, look at him, bro. Yo, bro, like look at him, bro. Like look at his face, dog. You can tell this guy has been bit in the throat, dog. Dog. I'm gonna stay away from tigers, bro.
Here and here completely. Fountain of blood squirting out this far.
Chuck bled out on the spot, shattering Ron and Joy's world. It was every caretaker's worst nightmare. Tragically, that was only the beginning. 5 weeks later, Joy was still reeling from Chuck's death. She hadn't gone near the babies since the attack, but finally summoned the courage to feed them again. Everything went smoothly until it was time to feed Jupiter. Suddenly, Joy began trembling in fear.
She started falling forward, and as she's falling forward, he grabbed her by the neck. And threw her, she hit the ceiling and bounced on the floor.
She, too, lost her life to Jupiter's crushing jaws, proving just how quickly a beloved big cat can become a truly catastrophic threat. People who raise cats like this from cubhood often develop a false sense of security, a psychological phenomenon called the illusion of control. We think, oh, this tiger loves me, I'm its mom. But deep down, it's a 500-pound apex predator with the same instincts it's had for over 2 million years. It's estimated there are around 5,000 captive tigers in the United States alone, compared to approximately 3,900 in the wild worldwide. Many of these tigers are kept in substandard facilities or private homes. And while obviously not all captive tigers attack, the number of fatalities is significant enough that multiple states have enacted partial or full bans on private ownership. The aftermath was devastating for Ron Holiday. He lost his wife and close friend, all within the span of a few weeks, to the creature they had collectively raised and loved. Jupiter was ultimately shot and killed by authorities. Ron gave up performing, and the tragedy overshadowed his life's work. Some big cat enthusiasts still argue that you can truly tame a tiger, but the cold hard truth is a single slip can end your life. Something Roy Horn learned the hard way. If you haven't watched the Secret and Roy episode yet, be sure to check
get
that
a
out
regular
after this.
sized
If you
cat,
ever
dog.
find
Why
yourself
would I get a
face to face with a
tiger,
tiger,
bro?
here are some survival tips that could come in handy. Don't run. Tigers are ambush predators. They'll outrun you, no contest. Keep eye contact, stand tall, and back away slowly. Never approach a tiger, cub, or adult. If you see a friendly captive tiger, remember that kitty can crush your bones with a single bite. So before you decide to recreate the Jungle Book in your backyard, maybe invest in a cat that fits on your lap, not one that can devour you. But if tigers and bears don't set off your spidey sense, how about a monstrous reptile that can gnaw right through your arm? For lizard enthusiast Ron Huff, this was a risk he knew all too well. And if you find these stories mind-blowing, do us a solid and smash that like button and subscribe to How to Survive. Ron Huff was a 42-year-old ex-soldier who had once worked in military intelligence. He was known for his strict personal discipline, punctual at his car sales job, and fanatical about staying in shape. Friends said he could bench press 400 pounds, and he had the muscular build to prove it. Yet for all his outward rigor, Ron led a private life. He kept to himself in a small studio apartment in Newark, Delaware, rarely inviting people over. But those who did step inside discovered his real passion.
He had a collection of lizards. It was honestly a little intimidating. There was a lot of stuff in a small area.
Ron's fascination was Nile monitor lizards, large reptiles native to Africa. These creatures can grow up to 7 feet and weigh over 15 pounds.
7 feet, dog.
They're known for powerful jaws and a strong drive
That's
to
taller
hunt,
than me, bro.
making them formidable, even to experienced handlers. They also thrive in hot, humid environments, which explains why Ron's apartment was cranked to 80 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. Nile monitors aren't shy about biting, either. One coworker recalled Ron showing off a gash on his thumb with a flap of skin dangling from the wound. Despite such red flags, Ron let these reptiles roam freely in his home. In January 2002, Ron Huff did something uncharacteristic. He stopped coming to work. After 3 days with no word, his coworkers grew concerned.
We received a call to check on the welfare of Ronald Huff.
Officers arrived at Ron's apartment, where neighbors complained of a foul odor leaking through the walls. When they tried to force the door open, they felt resistance, like something heavy was shoved against it. What they found inside was beyond horrifying.
The police pushed the door open and screamed, "Get back," as loud as they could.
Huff's body lay partially consumed by 7 fully grown Nile monitor lizards, each nearly 6 feet long, roaming the small, overheated apartment.
Bro. Why the fuck do some people live like this, though?
Unmatched performance and compatibility.
Why do some people live like this, though?
Like it was their own jungle. One responding officer described the gruesome scene.
I could see that his face was pretty well eaten.
Yo.
I could see his molars up where his ears should have been.
These are aggressive, powerful reptiles, strong enough to break down fences or doors if they escape their cage. The responding officers had no training in capturing animals like these. Even wildlife experts brought in to help admitted they had little experience handling full-grown Nile monitors. And if those lizards had gotten loose in the family-oriented apartment complex,
it was Chai.
The next victim could have been a small child.
Yeah.
Despite their prehistoric appearance, monitor lizards don't rely on brute force alone.
They'll just
Many
bite
monitor
you.
species, including the infamous Nile
They'll
monitor,
bite you.
produce venom,
Yeah.
a chemical cocktail that can weaken or
So do you know what like Komodo or like Nile? I know like about a Komodo dragon. I don't know like too much about like this particular lizard, but what I do know is that like when they hunt, they bite their prey. They bite their prey and they just let the prey run off. Imagine you're a predator, and the predator bites you and he lets you go free. Cause he knows like he beat you with the venom and the venom is gonna kill you. So right, he knows in a couple of days or in that same day the venom is going to kill you in that same day. So he just bites you and then he just lets you go. Then you're gonna run away. Then it follows you because like that same like venom, it has like a scent. So now it can follow its own scent with the venom it bit you with. So now everywhere you go, you got like this venom like with you and shit. So it's gonna bite you You're gonna have like that venom patch and you're gonna run away. But whenever you run away, it's following you. So it's like a ticking time bomb basically. So whenever you're gonna go die, it's gonna be there.
When combined with their powerful jaws and sharp claws, this toxin makes them extraordinarily lethal hunters. So while it may be tempting to see them as oversized, scaly pets, their built-in biological weapon is a stark reminder that these reptiles still belong in the wild.
Shout out you guys, be sure I get them subs up, guys. We're out here.
Walking in only to find reptiles feasting on your remains. This scenario was so disturbing that tabloids around the world
shout out my Zeds.
Across their front pages. In the end,
didn't you see what happened yesterday? I'm not sure what happened yesterday.
This harrowing incident exposed a terrifying truth. Even the strongest among us are no match for a pack of hungry predators.
Didn't you guys see what happened yesterday, guys?
If you're ever bitten by a large monitor lizard, immediately clean and disinfect the wound to combat bacterial infection. Seek medical attention ASAP. These bites can lead to sepsis, a serious fast-spreading infection response in the body that can become life-threatening if left untreated. Resist the urge to keep wrestling it. Monitor lizards are strong and agile. They can deliver repeated bites, and their claws aren't exactly cuddly either. So, next time you see a monitor lizard on sale at a reptile expo, ask yourself if you're prepared to feed it, or if it's prepared to feed on you.
Don't buy. Oh, why would you buy a monitor lizard or a Komodo dragon?
Majestic serpents that can grow longer than a pickup truck.
No,
up to 23 feet to be exact.
Bro, people are weird. Why would you buy a full-grown snake, bro?
Slip out of enclosures and occasionally wrap themselves around a sleeping human.
So I had to like organize.
For years. Others, not so much.
So like
Daniel Brandon, a 31-year-old landscape worker from Church Crookham, UK.
So like I had to like organize like a laptop so that we can continue like a plagathon, because it's going to be very hard, guys, to shoot a content with like a phone or without like a PC to like record the music so it's going to be like that. It's going to be very hard to execute perfect. So that's the reason why a plagathon namhlanje sele ngile ngayibeka on hold. But it was a decision I made consciously. So I'm not stressing too much now. But tomorrow, the plagathon continues tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna have it through there. Hopefully, if this guy pulls through. But even if it doesn't pull through, the studio sessions is still going to happen, guys. Studio sessions is still gonna happen. So tomorrow the plagathon continues. We might just start with some reaction videos, reacting to some new things and what else. Then we'll take it from there. My friends. Take it from there. Because my bro crashed out and he left. So it's a problem, guys. It's a huge jive.
Had a deep fascination with reptiles. He shared his bedroom with 10 snakes and 12 tarantulas, the centerpiece being an 8-foot African rock python named Tiny. The friends described Daniel as a responsible herpetologist who cared for his animals out of genuine curiosity rather than a desire to show off. However, his mother, Babs, acknowledged that Tiny could be unpredictable, occasionally striking at people who ventured too close. In August 2017, tragedy struck when Babs heard a loud crash and found Daniel face down on the floor. The medical examiner concluded he had died of asphyxiation, likely caused by Tiny coiling around him in either an affectionate or defensive manner. Sadly, there was no time to save him, underscoring the harsh reality that even the most conscientious reptile owners can fall victim to the creatures they cherish. According to a University of Michigan study, African rock pythons can exert over 7 pounds of pressure per square inch, enough to crush bone or stop blood flow. If a pet python starts to constrict you, stay calm. Thrashing around can make it tighten its grip. Try prying its coils away from your neck and chest to keep your airway open. If you can, have a second person help uncoil it from the tail upwards, never the head first. and seek immediate medical care for any injuries. Your best bet is to keep your distance from them.
Which content do you guys want us to react to?
Them behind a sturdy pane of glass.
Which content guys want us to react to?
So, what did we learn today? That a massive exotic animal doesn't care how many times you've bottle fed it or posted selfies with it on
Which content y'all want
Instagram.
us to
When
react to?
instincts kick in, you're dealing with thousands of years of evolution. We also discovered that many owners genuinely believe they had a special bond with these creatures. A bond that turned lethal.
Yeah, I had to
in
make a
instant.
plan.
Exotic animal attacks aren't
I have
just
to make
the
a
stuff of
plan. You
tabloid
can't just sit
headlines.
down and watch
They raise
izinto
ethical
zakho nje
questions
zishabalale
about wildlife
kanjalo, so
captivity,
you have to make a
personal
plan.
responsibility, and
Mara
public
kusasa
safety.
yaqhubeka kusasa,
Over the
just
years, many
as
parts
we had
of the US
scheduled,
have
guys.
banned or heavily restricted
don't
owning
even
big
worry.
cats and venomous reptiles.
What content you want us
For
to
example,
react
states
to?
like California and Hawaii have some of the strictest bans on exotics. If you're passionate about wildlife, consider supporting reputable sanctuaries or conservation programs instead of trying to keep a 400-pound predator in your garage. Let's be real, that's like inviting a T-Rex to a potluck.
This is easily one of the best.
Snapped on air. Yo. Now I should stop watching these disturbing videos. How did you end up here, bro?
There's nothing quite as mysterious or scary as someone going missing. But even more peculiar are the ways in which some people who've gone missing over the years ultimately reappeared. From turning up halfway up a cliff to emerging inside a toilet, grab your detective hats as we investigate some of the most impossible places people were found.
That is crazy.
Stephen Kubacki. On May 5th, 1979, 23-year-old Stephen Kubacki woke up on a grassy knoll in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. He was wearing a marathon participant t-shirt, and next to him was a backpack full of maps and hitchhiking signs to cities all over the country. It would have seemed impossible to Stephen at the time, but he'd been on the missing persons list for over a year. Stephen had no idea how he'd ended up in Pittsfield. In fact, he had absolutely no memory of what he'd been doing for the past 14 months. Stephen made his way to his aunt's house nearby, and there, he found out that all his friends and family had concluded they'd never see him again. He was told that he'd gone missing while on a solo ski trip around Lake Michigan on February 20th, 1978, more than 700 miles away from Pittsfield. The only trace left by Stephen
The
was the
content
200-yard
finna be
trail
late
of
now.
footprints in the snow investigators found, which stopped right at the edge of the lake, leading them to believe
Be
he'd
ready,
gone into the
y'all.
lake
More
and
content,
never
more
returned.
content on the way.
Many attributed Stephen's disappearance to his presence in the ominous Michigan Triangle, an area home to many strange cases of boats and airplanes seemingly vanishing into thin air.
He doesn't even have a fridge in his place. What's happening now? Who blocked whose account? What the fuck? What the fuck, bro?
What it do, flight crew? FTC. Flight T, stand up! Is that a hand crawling or?
Bro, nah. I'm not watching that video, though. That video finna make me trip out, guys. I don't wanna watch that shit. Finna make me trip out. I saw some drama, though.
I mean, I was put under pressure to fold by Shimza.
The person that I respond to is Nota.
You've been sued a couple of times.
I've faced millions in losses to lawsuits.
You've paid? Yeah, I mean, we took him to court for some of the things that he said there because, like,
well, paid partly. Paid a couple 100,000 rands. I've got like hundreds of thousands of rands in my bank accounts that are frozen that I can't access.
Well, how do you feel with this thing that's always following you? Like, you get tenders.
You're in close proximity.
Apparently, Shimza got the tender because his manager got a call from.
He's being paid by the government already, I get.
If you're sued by someone whose girlfriend works for the president, the case gets sent straight to court.
Because Untanga ran on the fridge, so we couldn't take anything from his place.
It's nice to be broke knowing you've got money somewhere, than to be broke with no hope of.
Yeah.
My 10. You want. No, wait. You have a slice.
Yesterday on podcast and chill with MacGD, Jay Shimza finally spoke about one person whose name always causes chaos in the music industry. Noda Baloy. And if you don't know who Noda is, just know this. If South African entertainment was a WhatsApp group, Noda would be that one guy who is always typing, even when nobody asked anything. To understand why Shimza even had something to say, you have to go back a few years. Because this is not something that started yesterday.
I wanna make some
this is
guys.
history. The tension between Shimza and Noda mostly played out on Twitter, now X, where Noda is famous for criticizing artists, producers.
Yo, guys, I wanna make some tea. Let me play some music for you guys while I dip out. Let me play some music for you guys. Let me play some music for you guys. Channel yami inhle, channel yami ayinhle yona. Jealous down. Ngamanye abantu bangizonda abafezi inhle channel yami. This is beautiful, guys. Yeban. You see this? This is beautiful, guys. Yo, we're supposed to shoot a visualizer for this song. Bese basenzele izinto yazini abantu. Okay, let me play you guys a song. Let me play you guys a song. Let me play you guys a song. No, wait. Play you guys a song as I go make tea. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back in a minute. Let me see. I'm looking for a song, guys. I'm looking for a song. I'm looking for a song. milala dala kwenza sono engishtiwa lami mara kwenza shine lofa I feel guilty when I look into your eyes ukhala ngami baby all because I can't decide do I want you or do I want them turn up with shit I hope it's not the death of us take your love and leave it without the carcass Ish. What are the options should I lie should I lie should I lie should I lie I sing songs but she every single time send a sound that's right Dali Wam she's mine baby I pray for you lay with you all my friends said I'm falling for you here we go again so I know that it's true know that it's true know that it's true yeah know that it's true Yeah, now let me talk about this. You find me broken and dead, lost without a conscience. Can't mention love, all my essence was so toxic. Try to change me to a man that I'm not regardless. My heart guarded, it's gonna be me and you, let's see what's savage. Son inside me, I get so excited. Know you like the back of my hand, inside of knowledge. My sweet flame, we got so much in common. I move my ends, just to see the pretty face, smile again. I mean, it's younger with my lioness. I kill for you, lead the mother, single fingerprints, bloody hands, cell, Cupid, wash away all my sins. Plenty to the love, and watch it bloom into foreverness. With it forever less. Broken hearts out in torn souls, and you a vest of the love, symbol of hope. Shit of lights when the dark unfolds. Shit a lie. I sing songs, but she every single time. Son of sound, that's right. Dali Wam, she's mine. Baby, I pray for you, lay with you. All my friends said I'm falling for you. Here we go again, so I know that it's true. Know that it's true. Know that it's true. Yeah, know that it's true. Know that it's true. Know that it's true. Yeah, know that it's true. Ehlanye YouTube funa ukushawa bani ngama-copyright tagiwe YouTube oh
I'll admit, baby, need to put that pride aside and take a step. Been trying to write a songs about you so you get a hint. Baby, I don't know if you wanna give a second chance, but all the nigga know is that we need to reconnect. Yeah, reconnect. All a nigga know is that we need to reconnect. Yeah, reconnect. All a nigga know is that we need to reconnect. Where you acting got me feeling you forgot us unconvinced. Hoping when we meet again you get a chance to recollect. Baby, I just want us just to feel that feel again. Cause I only feel that flame with you, it's like our souls are twins. God gave you to me, I believe it, I'm convinced. Baby girl, you haven't sinned and I'm just saying in your defense. People from your church, they probably think I'm militant, but if they think it's wrong, then baby girl, then let us sing. Yeah, got me thinking that we're better off as only friends. Disconnect, I hit the text, I hope you reconnect. When she at the east side, life is just a mess. Yeah, then I heard the rumors who say shows it, holy shit. Hold my phone, aside and take a step. I'm trying to write a songs about you so you get a hint. Baby, I don't know if you wanna give a second chance, but all the nigga know is that we need to reconnect. Yeah, reconnect. All the nigga know is that we need to reconnect. Yeah, reconnect. All the nigga know is that we need to reconnect.
Reconnect, yeah. All the nigga know is that we need to reconnect, yeah. Reconnect. God damn, bro. All the nigga know is that we need to reconnect, yeah. When she was spooky, what were we watching a minute ago? There was something we were watching. Where was it? No, not sure. So we're watching a clip right now. No.
Producers and industry leaders. And Shimza was one of the people he targeted. At one point, things even went legal.
There was nothing. What was your first interaction with Nota in the game?
Bro, you know, like, unfortunately, bro, like, Unotao, I used to book Questa a lot.
Yeah, oh, of course, yes.
Yeah, and I remember, bro, there was a day when it was my one-man show in Tembisa, and we had booked Questa, and Waras was there as the MC, right? And they almost had a fight because Nota didn't want to go off stage or whatever, but I remember even when I went to try and speak to him, he was fucking rude to me, you know? And then Waras sort of like, it was a whole thing, you know? I remember even texting Questa after that saying, bro, like I didn't appreciate how your team treated everyone around them, and it was him, you know? But I don't...
Shimza actually took Nota to court after Nota made claims about him online, and the court ruled that Nota must pay damages of about 200,000
What is this? What is this talking? Is this AI speaking?
Yes. This beef even reached the courtroom, from Twitter fingers to legal papers. That is when you know it is serious.
Because he also tweeted some shit about you, man. He made several disparaging comments about his relationship with Ati.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a small boy in Europe now where Master KG is a king. His career was over when he decided to disrespect Amapiano. Now he shares his girlfriend with his placer, Cyril Ramaphosa. What a loser. Leading to a defamation lawsuit.
Wow.
Yeah, this is Nota, what he tweeted.
Yeah, I mean, we took him to court for some of the things that he said there, because, like, you can't just come online and say,
wait, some of the things, so some of the other things are true.
There's nothing that's true there, man. That's just Nota being Nota, you know, like
And of course, because this is Nota, it did not end there.
Nota.
Even after the legal issues, the two
Nota.
continued throwing jabs online from time to time. At one point, they even exchanged insults publicly after a social media post connected to Nsiki Mazwai, with screenshots spreading quickly online. Basically, every few months, new episode. Same cast.
I was put under pressure to fold
Of
by
this
Shimza.
video.
You know what I mean?
You've been sued a couple of times.
That's the result, dude. That's why I said, you know, I've faced millions in losses to lawsuits.
You've paid?
Well, paid partly. Paid a couple 100,000 rands. I've got like hundreds of thousands of rands in my bank accounts that are frozen that I can't access right now, which is a bit frustrating. But it's nice to be broke knowing you've got money somewhere, than to be broke with no hope of ever getting any money anyway. So I guess that's the one part. But I mean, it just shows how two-tiered our justice system is. You know, if you're sued by someone whose girlfriend works for the president, the case gets sent straight to court. And saying my case was in the courts within 2 months, was wrapped up within 1 week. Judgment, everything, having the sheriff freeze my accounts and everything. And you just imagine. Yeah, he tells me, yeah, listen, we've been sent this by the court or by the sheriff. You know what I mean? You can't access the monies in your account. So that is like a big fold. And even now, I'm trying to fight my way out of that, you know. But it stems from the cookout with Somizi at Hangout. because his manager got a call from the government and none of the due processes were followed. But because his girlfriend works for the president and certain judges are partial to people who they feel are close to the president, he then decided that me tweeting about what I'd seen on Checkpoint on E-News or whatever the channel is, meant that I was defaming. I was taking Shimza's dignity.
That's really swag.
Intentionally.
That's really swag.
And then also, he didn't think to say, okay, but why isn't Shimza suing Checkpoint? You know what I mean? Because they're the ones that brought this up. And why isn't Shimza suing any of the other people that tweeted about this? Because as soon as Ati, Shimza's girlfriend, posted the picture, Shimza's girlfriend of 11 years, I have to say that in your defense.
Another moment that brought their tension back into conversation happened when Noda criticized Shimza for not publicly posting a tribute for the late DJ Waras. Noda questioned why Shimza was quiet online about it, which again caused debate among fans. But social media quickly defended Shimza, saying, "Not everyone mourns on Twitter. Some people cry in private. Others cry on Instagram stories, and others cry in the bank app when debit orders go off." What makes this interesting is that Noda has had disagreements with many people in the industry, not just
Shimza. This guy,
so when Shimza
Noda's
talks
always
about him,
beefing, bro.
it becomes part of a bigger story about how artists deal with criticism in public. Some ignore it. Some respond. Shimza clearly chose to respond when necessary. And honestly, South African entertainment without Noda drama would probably be too peaceful.
Comes as a son to me. He's a younger nigga. You understand? Hey, Boris, my son! I'm Boris Pops.
Podcast topics would fit
Hey, I know
and some YouTube channels would run out of content. But we are not complaining. Content is content. So when DJ Shimza spoke about Noda on Podcast and Chill, it wasn't just a random mention. It was part of a long history of tension, criticism, legal drama, and social media exchanges. And knowing this background makes that conversation make much more sense. Because in South African entertainment, at this point, Noda is not just part of the music industry, he is part of the entertainment industry's drama department.
You want. My 10. You want. No, wait. You must slice.
What the fuck happened here? All of my comments. Bruh. All the nigga know is that we need to reconnect. Hold up. Let me see. Is the album out? No, but the album can't be out now. I only saw the cover arts. Seconds before splitting. Bro, what the fuck you mean seconds before splitting?
Game. You're not ready for it.
Man, I don't give a fuck about the game, bro. What you talking about here?
28 incidents, 7 levels. I searched through surveillance footage for hours and compiled the most disturbing CCTV incidents into this iceberg. We'll start with some unsettling clips first, gradually go deeper into moments so horrifying, sleep with the lights on. So let's start at the tip of this iceberg.
Alright, boo. This guy with the mustache again.
Level 1. Mayor's deadly morning. A black SUV was making its way through a quiet street in the Philippines just before dawn. But parked nearby was a minivan with heavily armed men inside, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. CCTV footage captured what happened next. The moment the SUV came within range, the men launched an RPG directly at it. The rocket slammed into the vehicle, engulfing the rear in smoke, but before the smoke could clear, a gunman in a red shirt opened fire Sharif Aguak mayor Datu Ahmad Mitra Ampatuan Sr. heading home through Barangay Poblacion on the morning of January 25th, 2026. Opened fire with men inside waiting for the perfect moment to strike. CCTV footage captured what happened next. The moment the SUV came within range, the men launched an RPG directly at it. The rocket slammed into the vehicle, engulfing the rear in smoke, but before the smoke could clear, a gunman in a red shirt opened fire with an automatic weapon. The target was Sharif Aguak mayor Datu Ahmad Mitra Ampatuan Sr. heading home through Barangay Poblacion on the morning of January 25th, 2026. By chance, the bullets hit only two security escorts in their stomach, while Ampatuan survived without injuries. However, this gave the attackers an opportunity to escape the scene. And only hours later, the police got a tip from someone about an abandoned car in Datu Unse town, which turned out to be the same van used in the ambush. As a result, a hot pursuit followed. The police killed 3 of the wanted attackers in a shootout. Only the gang leader, Rap, who actually launched the RPG, got away. The surprising part was that all his accomplices were none but his own family members, like his uncle, cousin, and siblings. Police suspect the mayor's killing stemmed from the Ampatuan clan's history of violent political rivalry. The real motive remains
it's like I wanna see.
And Shivdut and Lali suffered burn injuries under their neck, and Anil felt severe pain in his hand and leg, which made him unable to stand. Just choosing the wrong shelter pushed them into a life and death situation. In the end, 3 made it out alive, but Ramprasad did not. One step too far. On October 20th, 2024, a 23-year-old man, Uday, booked a room at WV Pride Hotel in Hyderabad, India, to attend a friend's
What the
birthday
fuck? What is he running away from?
He expected a fun night there, but everything changed the moment he stepped into the hotel lobby. There was a dog roaming in the 3rd floor corridor. CCTV footage showed that Uday started playing with it almost immediately, chasing it from one end of the corridor to the other. But during the chase, the dog suddenly made a sharp, quick turn that
Hey. Oh my fucking god, bro. No, bro, no. Yo, bro, it's like when this guy said like the dog made a sharp turn. It's like, yo, bro, I was not expecting him to fall out the window like that, bro. Okay, cool. Oh, this guy's a party, dog. This guy's a party, bro. He's playing with the dog.
During the chase, the dog suddenly made a sharp, quick turn that Uday couldn't follow, leading to a terrifying incident. In the 3rd floor lobby, one section of a window was open and had no protective grills or barriers installed.
Oh, 3rd floor.
As Uday was moving too fast, he crashed through the open window and slipped over it. His body fell to the ground with a brutal thud. Immediately, his friends rushed downstairs in a panic and took him to a nearby hospital, but his injury was so severe that he died on the way.
Yo.
The poor guy had come for a birthday party, but one split second turned it into history.
Yo, like my bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Like, listen, guys, listen. Okay, listen. I know that that was a serious feeling, but then like you guys saw like But then he died like a bari, boy. He died like a bari, dog. I dog took a sharp turn and oh, bro. Shit, boy. He died like a bari, guys. I'm sorry.
Level 2.
But I don't judge him,
Grim
guys.
coincidence. A man.
It's time to unleash.
I didn't judge you guys. I'm not judging him. I'm just saying he died like a bari.
On a scooter was passing through a crossroad in Nasharam, Hyderabad, when an old rusted electric pole suddenly gave way and crashed directly onto him. The impact was so severe that it flung him off his bike. The rider was later identified as B. Sadviq, a software engineer riding home on September 2nd, 2025 after attending a religious festival. Tragically, he never made it home that night. The impact had killed him on the spot. But the CCTV footage revealed one different side of the story as well. It showed that at the time of the accident, Sadviq was riding on the wrong side of the road. Even though the investigation found infrastructure negligence played a role, if Sadviq had followed the traffic rules that day, he could have avoided the falling pole. However, after this incident, locals pointed out several other electric poles in Nasharam that were already damaged and weakened. But no one knows how many more deaths it will take for the authorities to finally take action. Seconds before collapse. An Australian man walked in to Cappadocia Turkish restaurant in Karen, Phuket on December 11th, 2025. He sat at a table alone, repeatedly nodding and looking disoriented. To the people around, something felt off, but the moment a waiter went to check up on him, the situation escalated. Without warning, the man began yelling frantically and sprinted toward the exit. He didn't reach for the handle, instead he violently crashed head first into the glass door, shattering it instantly. The broken shards sliced into his right leg, severing a major artery, and he collapsed outside the restaurant, bleeding heavily. He was taken to Chalong Hospital, but doctors could not stop the massive blood.
Bro, what the hell is happening with these people?
He was soon pronounced dead. Police later reviewed the footage thoroughly, identifying the man as Mr. James, who was an Australian tourist. However, the toxicology and medical reports could not confirm whether he was under the influence of any substance at the time. Because of this, what truly happened to him that day remains unsolved.
The fuck?
Boiling Man. For the celebration of the Adi festival in India's Mudari city, a bunch of huge metal pots of traditional porridge were set to boil near a temple. Amidst the crowd, CCTV footage captures a man named Muthukumar slowly walking toward those very pots. But his steps looked unsteady, as if he were intoxicated or unwell. Within seconds, looking for support to lean on, he stood against one of the massive metal pots, not realizing it was filled with boiling porridge. Immediately, temple workers tried to reach and pull him back, but they were a second too late. Muthukumar had already lost his balance and fallen straight into the burning pot. In a panic, the people around him pushed and overturned the heavy pot on the road to free him, but by that time he had already suffered third-degree burns all over his body. His condition was so severe that even doctors couldn't do much to save him. And only 2 hours on July 29th, 2022, Muthukumar succumbed to his injuries. Police later revealed that Muthukumar wasn't drunk. Instead, he had epilepsy.
Oh shit!
Wrong time, sealing his fate.
Yo shit!
Dance floor disaster. On June
23rd, 2018,
Tatiana Pokarenka walked into the Gallery Club in Western Siberia to celebrate her 35th birthday.
Introducing ClickUp Super Agents, the world's first AI agents that natively collaborate with humans and always have correct.
She was having fun with friends, unaware that just above them was a huge metal structure with 6 karaoke screens.
Reconnect, yeah.
At that time, the DJ was lifting screens so people on the first floor could sing karaoke too. The moment the heavy frame rose toward the ceiling, the unthinkable happened. The entire structure suddenly gave way, and 440 pounds of metal and screens came crashing down on Tatiana.
Yo.
The impact was so catastrophic that it crushed Tatiana's head instantly. However, the investigation later revealed a troubling truth. The structure in the club had been installed without proper safety checks. Consequently, the club owner, Semen Kapaigora, was charged with causing death by negligence. Finally, on July 6th, he received a 3-year suspended sentence. If you thought the clips so far were unsettling, let me warn you, the next levels cross lines you can't fathom. So hit that subscribe button. Let's dive in. Level 3. A routine bath went wrong. An elephant carer in Kerala, Arun Panikar, was giving his elephant its usual bath.
Any content we can watch, y'all.
The moment Arun asked it
But
to
I'ma
lie
start
down
scan.
so he could clean its back. The elephant's hesitation at first
I should probably have like content that we can like watch. But my nigga, let's go send me some videos we can watch before like before people are live for like the subathon or whatever.
Didn't see this as it just turned onto the other side to lie down. As a result, the animal dropped its massive body on Aaron,
Yo.
crushing him immediately under its
Yo,
weight.
the elephant sit on him.
The male elephant
Dog, the elephant just sat on him, bro.
Aaron, crushing him. Or Aaron himself lost his balance, could clean its back. The elephant's hesitation at first led Aaron to strike it with a stick to make it obey.
Yo.
But because of the wet floor, Aaron himself lost his balance and slipped. The elephant didn't see this as it just turned onto the other side to lie down. As a result, the animal dropped its massive body on Aaron, crushing him immediately under its weight.
Yo.
The average weight of a male elephant is around 12,000 pounds,
Yo.
so the extreme pressure squashed Aaron's head in seconds. The entire horror was recorded on CCTV as it unfolded on the morning of the 3rd of March 2019. Quickly, Aaron's assistant ran toward him and tried to pull him out, but by that time, Aaron had already died, creating a blood-soaked scene. In Kerala, where domesticated elephants are relatively common, such deaths are a haunting reminder that no matter how trained the animal is, the power it carries can turn fatal without warning. What came after a wedding? After a wedding celebration had ended on August 14th, 2025, 4 men came to remove the temporary decorative tent. 2 of them were busy adjusting the metal structure standing on a metal ladder, while the other 2 stayed on the ground. But none of them noticed there was a live wire hanging dangerously close above them. As soon as they lifted a metal rod higher, it brushed against the wire, surging a powerful current through the rod. The shock struck all 4 men within a moment, collapsing them instantly. Luckily, 3 of the men survived with injuries, but the 4th guy, who was later identified as Lucky Gaikwad, couldn't make it. His shock impact was too severe, and so after 10 days of the incident,
Oh, 23-year-old.
what's horrible is that this was the 9th death from an accidental electrocution in the area, but still nobody took any action to fix the system. Burned by the plan. A CCTV camera in Peru caught a man riding up on a motorcycle to a shop on Calle Juana.
This one looks interesting.
Picked up speed.
Let's see.
Tube instantly swung wide and slammed into a road sign at a dangerous speed, with Daria still sitting on it. As a result, Daria ended up with a fatal head trauma. Despite that, Evelina and her boyfriend didn't call an ambulance to the scene. Instead, they drove her to the 7th City Hospital where Evelina worked as a nurse. Daria didn't survive the night. To protect themselves from the charges, Evelina and her boyfriend told the medics that Daria had crashed into a fence while sledding down a hill. What's even more shocking is that the couple returned to the scene after a few hours to cover the pool of blood with fresh snow, tampering with the crime scene. What they didn't realize was that a nearby surveillance camera had already recorded everything they did that night. On January 10th, when traffic police found the footage, all the lies the couple told fell apart. Consequently, they were arrested and tampering with evidence. Later in court, Evelina admitted her guilt and received a prison sentence. Gift turned deadly. An old man in South Korea gifted his neighbor a side dish bowl and a frying pan. But after a few days, on October 13th, 2024, the family returned those gifts. And that did not sit well with the old man, and things only went downhill from there. The 15-year-old boy in the neighbor's family watched as the voices rose, water was sprayed, and things quickly turned messy. But when he stepped in himself, the situation took another disturbing turn. Everyone stood in shock as the boy punched the elderly neighbor in the face twice. The brutal force immediately sent the man crashing to the ground, and his head hit the floor with a hard thud. Within minutes, he was taken to a nearby hospital because of his severe condition. It turned out that he had a fractured skull and a cerebral hemorrhage, but his condition got worse each day. Within 4 days, he died. Before this
What happened to
incident,
that boy?
the two families had been on good terms for 7 years, close enough to exchange gifts. But after that day, everything changed. Even worse, the victim's family said no apology ever came. Instead, they claimed the neighbors had said things like, "He was destined to die," and "We are also victims." Since the teenager was not likely to escape the trial, the court let him roam free and continue it.
This game looks interesting, guys. Don't play me.
Attending high school. However, under the law, what he did is actually punishable by up to 3 years in prison. One deadly switch. A security guard at Yemen's Budal Hotel walked away from the reception desk to pray, leaving his weapon behind with a receptionist. No one realized how things started going wrong after that. On November 22nd, 2017, customers were routinely checking in or out in the hotel reception. Meanwhile, after finishing his prayer, the security guard returned to retrieve his gun. But instead of being a simple handover, it ended up in a sudden loud bang that shook the entire hotel's reception instantly. While the guard was taking the gun back, his finger casually brushed the trigger, and instantly, it fired. The guard had no idea that it wasn't in the condition it should be. The gun's safety notch had been left open all the time. As a result, a simple move turned into bloodshed. The receptionist had been fatally hurt in the chest, and a pool of blood quickly spread across the tiles. He still struggled to get back on his feet, but the wound was so severe that he couldn't help but collapse. Emergency help was attempted right there in the hotel floor, but in the end, he couldn't make it. It is also unknown what happened to the security guard after the incident. A lethal passport verification. A 55-year-old Indian woman, Ishrat Bijam, walked into the police station for passport verification before going to Mecca for Islamic pilgrimage. Little did she know that an unexpected danger was looming right beside her. While she waited in the queue, just a few feet away, the head constable, Sudeep Kumar, handed the sub-inspector Manoj Sharma a loaded pistol. But instead of securing it, he began checking and cocking the weapon while other people were standing nearby. Suddenly, the gun fired, and a bullet hit Ishrat in the back of the head. Almost instantly, she collapsed to the floor while a CCTV camera recorded the entire incident. She was immediately rushed to the hospital in critical condition, but the gunshot wound was so deadly that she did not survive. However, what looked like an accident so far suddenly took a darker turn as more details came out. Ishrat Bijam's son revealed that she had been receiving calls demanding money for passport verification. Shockingly, the calls were traced back to the head constable Sudeep Kumar. He demanded a hefty bribe from Ishrat, summoned her to the police station on December 8th, 2023, the day the incident happened. To worsen the matter, he was the one who handed the gun to Manoj. Naturally, the chain of events made the incident look less like a random accident and more like a staged killing. The suspicion grew even stronger when Sub-Inspector Manoj Sharma suddenly went missing. Consequently, he was suspended with immediate effect for negligence. And after staying on the run for a week, on December 16th, 2023, he was arrested and charged with Constable Sudeep Kumar was also jailed for his role in handing over the pistol. The robbers' plan. An industrial warehouse in Brazil nearly turned into a battlefield when 3 masked and armed men broke in to carry out a robbery. But to prevent any resistance, they first pointed their guns straight at the guard booth. The leader of the robbers even climbed a ladder and kicked hard at the corridor door of the booth. The night of September 15th, 2025, quickly turned against them. Inside the small booth, the security guard realized that if the door had given way, he would not survive. So, he fired back desperately through the window, hitting the first intruder. He dropped to the ground immediately and died on the spot. As the leader fell, the other 2 robbers panicked and kept shooting randomly. But as the guard fired again, one more robber was hit, turning the robbery into a failure. Realizing they were cornered by the armed guards, one of them took his own life. Only the 3rd man somehow fled the scene without realizing that the entire exchange was already captured on CCTV. So the police quickly tracked him down and arrested him. But what they did to him after that was never disclosed. Machete in the mall. It was a
So
Sunday
like I wanna see
afternoon
like the
on January
consent
20
there.
on May 4th involving a government official. But there's one crucial coincidence that breaks
Nah, there's nothing left here, dog. Some call it a day, bafethu. Let's call it a day, guys. Let's call it a day. Let's call it a day, bro. Cause tomorrow the subathon continues, bro. Tomorrow the subathon continues, dog. Nah, guys, let's call it a day. Let's call it a day, y'all. I'ma see y'all tomorrow. Guys. Let me go by and sleep, y'all. That's not gonna go. Alright, you guys. Let's call it a day, y'all. Let's call it a day, y'all. I'ma see y'all next time, guys. It's been your boy FWIE and Tintona Sekasi. I'm out.